Huh? Is she alive? Maybe. Maybe not, though. Keep your expectations low. Hi. Hey! Still can't hit the high notes. Whoa. Mimi overslept. I didn't oversleep. I did not oversleep. I was actually hanging out with Monty Bagel's cat, who I'm watching right now. I was actually hanging out with her cat. Because he seems sad that his mother's not here, so I was hanging out with him. And then I put his mother on the TV and I'm here. That's what I was doing. I didn't oversleep. My voice is funked. My ears are funked. Oh. Thank you, Lord Penguin, for the 14 months. Hold on, Mimi needs to swap the microphone that that's coming out of. Otherwise, you guys are gonna hear a lovely little echo. Ain't that nice? Ain't that nice? Hi. Hello, Yuta-san, thank you for the 16 months. Okay. Okairi, yes. Okairi, Mimi, Okairi, yes. What's, how do you say I'm back? How do you say that again? I forgot. Well, I'm back! Yeah, Mimi got funked up. Mimi got double, triple funked up, but that's okay, I'm here now. Tadaima, tadaima! Why did I think it started with the ya for some reason? It starts with ta. That's why I couldn't think of it. Tadaima, thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Mimi, your voice, I know. See, what had happened was, I think there's something in the hotel made my allergies go funked. Like, specifically the air conditioning, because I was feeling fine until we turned on the air conditioning one night, and then I woke up and I was like, oh my god. And so did Marmalade, who I was with. I want to talk about Marmalade a lot. Yeah, I think there was mold in our AC. So anyways, then I took a Benadryl and we wandered around the Smithsonian while I was drowsy. That felt weird. That felt like going to the museum high. I don't think I recommend it. But I want to talk about that later. Hold on, I got a lot of things to talk about. So you should probably hang out here and listen. Stay with me next time I got dragged to a bougie hotel. How'd you get dragged to a bougie hotel, Stella Fowles? You know bougie people? You know bougie people? Actually, ironically, I was supposed to be staying in the Airbnb that we got for, like, the whole, like, group of everybody who was, like, participating in Marmalade's Down Under live show. My cat just laid on me. He's very sweet. Hello, honey. But I paid for 2 shares of the Airbnb because I covered it for one of my friends because I was like, oh, don't worry about it, you know what I mean? I didn't even end up stepping foot in the Airbnb in the end, which is ironic. I'll talk about why in a second, but yeah, anyways. Maybe I got a little funked up. Let me talk about why I sound like this first. First and foremost, I don't know how to shut the fuck up. I don't know how to shut up. I think that's a problem. Marmalade came to my house. If you don't know Marmalade, she's beautiful and really nice. We got along really well. Marmalade is an idol from Australia. Well, actually from Japan right now. She's living in Japan, but she's Australian. She's Australian. Paid for something you didn't use twice, yeah. I also do kind of, I don't know. Anyway, hold on, but we'll talk about this. I have to talk in order. I have to talk in order, else I'm gonna miss things. You had enough money for 2. You really should have gone to the bougie hotel. Well, it's not that I had enough money. Honestly, I really shouldn't have done it, but I really wanted one of my friends to go, but they couldn't afford to go, so I was like, don't worry about it. I'll cover 2 shares. With a couple more $100 than I actually have, but whatever, it's fine. I'll figure it out. Anyway, I got funked up by the air conditioning. Actually, no, sorry. What happened? Marmalade came to my house. Marmalade, beautiful, beautiful woman. Such a talented idol. Also a seamstress, and really, really good at like everything that she does, like cosplayer, everything. So amazing. And we've been like mutuals online for something like a decade or more, maybe, probably more. Because we used to be in like our like old idol groups at the same time. Like when I was in Stellar, she was in Aquaria, I believe. I think that was the same timeline, something like that. And then afterwards, we moved on to our new groups and stuff and things. And then here we are now, both in our would you call this a solo era? Is this a solo era? I don't know. But anyway, we were yapping a lot because we didn't realize it before, but we're actually really, really similar. Like we were like, wow, I had a similar thing happen to me. Or, oh my God, no way, this is crazy. I'm kind of the same way. You know what I mean? And that just kept happening. So we just kept talking. And then, I think we were having fun, so neither of us wanted to stop it. Next thing you know, it was like 4 a.m. and we were losing our voices before the con, which was really bad. So the next day, well, actually, we hung out for a couple days at my house because Marmalade went to Techo, which is a convention in Pittsburgh. And then the next weekend was Otakon. But from that, like Monday to Thursday, well, actually Monday to Wednesday, actually, because we left on Thursday. But she didn't have anywhere to go, so I was like, you want to come to my house? Do you want to come to my house? And then she came to my house. And she was the first person to use my lovely new guest bedroom. And I wish she was my permanent roommate because I really liked Marmalade a lot. I really liked Marmalade. Till 4 a.m., that's some next level yapping. Yeah, till 4 a.m. for like 2 days. To be fair to us, we also kept getting new things where we were like, oh shoot, we should probably prepare for this now that this is like some new information we have. And so we were like, oh, okay, well, let's do something, you know, while we're awake to, like, prepare for XYZ things that would happen. So we were like, okay, when we were, like, doing something while we were awake, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, it was 4 a.m. And we were like, oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, how forward of you. Marmalade was so nice. So nice. It was awesome. I'm really happy that I got to be friends with Marmalade. Like, I think we got really close friends this week. It was really nice. Anyway, so my voice was already kind of raw going into the weekend, which I don't know if that made it worse or better, but I don't know. So, by the time the allergies got me, then it was like fully Mimi can't even hit notes. Like, I was in the shower practicing, like just like scales as like a warm up, you know, in the steamer air, and I was like, and that's what it sounded like. It was really bad. And I can hit higher notes now than I could like on our concert day, which is kind of embarrassing because I had to hit some of the high notes for like I and ice cream, but it's okay. We'll get to that. If you heard me butchering notes, and also Marmalade too, though I think luckily on that day she seemed like she was like recovered enough because we decided like, okay, no worries. Marmalade, shut up all day. No words. You communicate through miming and typing on your little phone. And then I did all the talking for her, which worked out, I think. But still, I don't know if I said this yet. Actually, I probably should have specified this before the convention. How do I say this? I was Marmalade's like handler for the weekend. You know what I mean? Like I was just like assisting Marmalade with her stuff because she was the guest at Otakon. It wasn't like a me thing. I was like just also there. I mean, like I know I performed a couple songs, but I guess I didn't clarify that because a bunch of people came up to the booth afterwards and was like, "Where do I buy your merch?" And I was like, "I didn't bring any merch this time. I'm sorry. I didn't think about it. I probably should have said something like that, but I just wasn't thinking about it." I know I mentioned it was a collab show, but still. Yeah, so Mimi was the reason Marmalade was losing her voice. Low-key, yeah. Low-key, yeah. But then I did a lot of Googling because I felt responsible. I did a lot of Googling. And we found out that there's this trick that you can do. I have one right here. Where you take like a little glass. You fill it with a little bit of water. Then you put a straw in it. And then you hum into the straw like so. And that vibrates your vocal cords and makes them so much better very quickly. So I did that for Marmalade and me, and that was really nice. And we hummed into cups together. We hummed into cups. Mage voice hack, yeah. We hummed into cups together. It was really nice. I do that with my chocolate milk. No. Important distinction. It's not blowing bubbles. It's not blowing bubbles. It's humming into the straw. You hum into the straw. And then you don't blow bubbles. You hum into the straw. And then when you hum into the straw, it vibrates your vocal cords and makes it better. So we were doing that before the show, and it made it a lot better. Like if you do your warm-ups like in there, if you do the do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, that thing. If you do that while you're humming into a cup, it like fixes you a little bit. Enough for you to get through something. So that's what I was doing. Also a couple other things I want to say. Actually, I want to say a lot. I guess other random disclaimer. Since I just gave you a disclaimer as to why I kind of sounded like HI BOZUS. But also, I wasn't originally supposed to be a part of Diamond City Lights. But Marmalade was like worried with the state of her voice. She was like, I'm not sure if I'll be able to hit these notes. And then I was like, I mean, I know the chorus. I don't know the verses, but I know the chorus if you want somebody to sing that part with you. And then she was like, yeah, come on stage during the chorus. I was like, come on stage. Oh, okay. Oh, you want to do like a whole thing? And then she was like, yeah, just come on stage and vibe. And I was like, all right, sounds good. So I was just like, Diamond City Lights, at least I could hit those notes that day. But yeah, in case you were wondering why I was just up there singing only the chorus and then I was just like doing like WOTA type shit. I don't even know if you can call it that. Minus the pen lights, which is why I'm like, I don't even know if you can call it that. During the verses was because of that. And we decided that about 20 minutes before the show. So it was unpracticed, and that's okay. To be fair, we didn't actually end up having time to practice as a group of 5 at any point, but luckily Marmalade and I were able to practice together. Yes. It was still fun, so whatever. And then And I received a text notification. Kazuna, do your therapy. What are you texting me that for? Kazuna texted me like a dual screen where I'm on one side and his therapist is on the other side. Kazuna, what are you doing? I didn't meet Kazuna. I met Kazuna previously, but Kazuna went with us to Otakon as well. It was one of the people in the Airbnb. And so we're the cheery girls, and they're very helpful assistants, and Pengi _time_ being her middle name. And also, Faye, my best friend from childhood, was there, and I mean Marmalade and I think I said that already. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that was everybody. Yeah. And it was very nice, big party of people. And we went out to the Chinese Yard House twice, and that was pretty nice. The food was good. Chinese Yard House, pretty good. I say it was Chinese because it was in Chinatown, so it had Chinese written on all the signs and stuff. It was interesting. I've never seen a yard house do that, but I liked it. Yes. They have 2 therapists at the same time. What a deal. Am I a therapist now? I don't think I'm qualified for that. That's double the therapy. Anyway. Did you hum into the cups before or after taking the Benadryl? Before. I didn't take any Benadryl until after the con, because we actually sent out Faye and Kazuna to go get like drugstore stuff. They went to like the Walgreens or something, or the CVS maybe, I don't know, something like that, because it was in walking distance. But Marmalade, and therefore me, because I refused to leave her during the entire convention, because I was like the only helper she had, except for during meet and greets when Pengi was also available to help. So it was a little like, you know, rocky at some point. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay here. We'll just ask them to go get it for us. I'm sure it'll be fine. And they were very nice, and they did that. Was it the... Hello? Who the heck was that? Did you hear that cat just now? That didn't sound like any of my cats. It wasn't Monty's cat either. He's got a weird little voice, but it wasn't that. Anyways. I'm sure they'll come out at some point. The 3-story Walgreens in Chinatown. Yes, it was. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. 3-story Walgreens in Chinatown. Why were we in Chinatown for everything? I mean, that's a win, I guess, but why were we there for everything? Did you let people make more Miis on your island? I didn't even bring my Switch, but we didn't have a second to do that, to be honest. We were busy. I wanted to hang out with Stellifies and do some stuff too, but I didn't even have time to do that. So, funk. We were just running around like insane people from like wake up to go to sleep the whole time, but luckily I feel like I was at least helpful to Marmalade at the end of the day, so I accomplished my goals. And also, for some reason, thankfully, Saturday, like the day of the show, was like the one day where both of our voices were doing like fine, like in comparison to previous days. So, and days afterwards. So, it worked out. Yeah. And in case you're like, Mimi, why are you streaming when your voice is still fucked up? You should be shutting up. Well, that's what I did. For the past 4 days, I did nothing but shut up, and it didn't even really help. So, hold on. Oh my god. Mind you, this isn't even con crud. I just got really fucked up by my allergies, and it made my throat all funky. You know, like when you sleep in, you get like nasal drip and stuff. But you know, that. It got funked up. Which, mind you, I don't even usually have allergies. That's why I think it must have been mold. I don't even usually have allergies. So, that's fucked up. Anyways, then, just for context, sorry, one more thing as to why I didn't stream more this week. Because I was thinking about doing a stream this week, but Didn't Pinky also get sick? Apparently some of the others got sick too, but everyone was in our hotel room with the AC on, and that was exactly the moment when everyone started to feel kind of bad. So, I don't know. I don't think it's sick because, like, usually when I get sick, I have, like, fever and, like, chills and stuff like that, and my body hurts. I don't have any of that. It's quite literally just the nose and throat, like allergy symptoms. If other people got more than that, I don't know, but yeah, Pengy said that she wasn't feeling great too, but I think that like literally happened the day after we turned on the damn AC in our room. Like, I don't know. Anyways, so the other reason I didn't stream, on my flight back on Monday, on like the plane's ascent, and my flight was only like, what, like 2 hours? Something like an hour, 2 hours, something like that. Not long at all. Not long at all. But on the plane's ascent, I had the worst pain I had ever felt in my left ear, ever. It was so bad that I was like borderline crying, and I sat next to these two very lovely old abuelas. Okay, they didn't speak a lick of English, but they were really nice. And the lady saw that I was like in pain and like whatever, and she waved the flight attendant guy down, and I was like, I think the air pressure like messed my ear up, and he was like, I don't have anything for that, and then he walked away. He didn't do anything else. And then the lady was like, it's okay, and she put Coco on her back, the back of her like thing, and let me watch Coco with her. Which was actually a lovely distraction, because I love that movie, but still. And that was about it. But then, upon descent, the plane's descent, which had to happen because we were in the air, the same thing happened on my right ear and my left ear. I had that horrible pain again, like on the inside of my ear, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then when I got off the plane, my ears had so much muffliness. Like, I truly was like, I think like 80%, not deaf, but like unable to comprehend noise or hear anything. Like, there are people right behind me and I couldn't hear them. Like, it was very uncomfortable. And then so basically what happened was I got what I think is called barotrauma something. Eucalyptus tube. I forgot what it was called. Basically, when you have allergies that are acting up, your body doesn't like naturally trigger things that help you address the pressure, like yawning or like chewing gum and things like that, swallowing, stuff like that. Your body doesn't naturally do that sort of thing to trigger the muscles in your ears between your like inner and like middle ear, right? So the pressure built up and caused it to like not burst, but funk up. So basically what happened was my ears filled up with what I presume to be blood and fluids. That's what the deafness is. So then I went to the doctor like 4 days or something ago, maybe. And I had to go to a different doctor than my normal doctor, because my normal doctor just left 2 days before that for maternity leave. So I had a new doctor, and I walk in, and it's like two giant, they look like models. Two very, very, do you want us to type louder? What do you take me for? What do you take me for? I do understand my dad's pain, because my dad is mostly deaf. But hold on, we'll get to that in a second anyway. I went to the doctor, and this was just like the normal doctor who gets you like, because that's how America works apparently. You have to go to your normal doctor, then they have to send you to a different doctor that's specialized in whatever it is. They don't actually help you at the normal doctor. Anyways, so I did that, but I walked in, and it's two of the most beautiful like people I've ever seen in my life. They're like tall as hell, buff, and like, I don't even know. So like flawless skin and everything. I was like, they're like mogging me. And my doctor's appointment, I'm being mogged. Anyways, yeah, so then they like looked and he was like, yeah, your ears are messed up. And I was like, uh-huh. And he was like, okay, I'm going to send you to the ENT. And I don't have that until tomorrow, so. Because getting appointments is really hard. But that's okay. I got the earliest one. And those 2 people were me, by the way. Damn, you didn't even introduce yourself. What are you doing? Get down. Hold on, my cat is being a little guy. I put him on my lap because he's being a little man. Anyway, yes, it was weird. Typing louder won't help when she can't see. You know, but that's the thing. I don't know, like, I got really... When we were in the hotel room with the AC on the one night, I was like, my nose is running like insane, but also my eyes were watering like insane. Oh my God. I'm pushing off my organs there, but all right. My eyes were watering like insane, and I was literally like, I can't see. And then I literally had to like walk out of the room a couple times and like pace down the hallway because I was like, oh my God. Anyway, yeah. Then that was the night that, the day after that was when they got me the Benadryl, and then we went to the Smithsonian, and I walked around the Smithsonian like, like half asleep, very high. Not high, but like, you know, drugged up, I guess. Which I guess is high. But anyway, high makes it sound like I like smoked weed or something beforehand. I didn't do that, but you know. What kind of cheap hotel did you get? It was the Marriott! It wasn't even a cheap hotel! It was the damn Marriott that the con was attached to. I don't know. Anyway. So, that's why I'm funked up right now. I didn't really stream this week. But, I'm gonna hopefully fix myself, like, soon. So... Yes. Anyways, complaining aside, let me talk about all the fun stuff, because there was a lot of fun stuff. Now you know all the complainy bits as to why I wasn't here. I'm sorry, I missed you. But let me tell you about all the more fun type things. Because there was a lot of fun type things. First of all, where do I start, actually? Let me just try to go day by day. I think that might be better. So, the first days before we left for the con, luckily Marmalade and I were able to get seats next to each other on the plane there. So we were like, well, mostly half sleeping actually, but we were sitting next to each other on the plane, which is really nice. But like before that, like I said, we were hanging out at my house, and we were eating toast and drinking tea, and I took Marmalade to an American grocery store, and she was very intrigued by all the American sizing, because I guess family size bags is not a thing elsewhere, which, I mean, let's be honest, it was never for the family anyway. The family size bags is all for us. Did she like your cats? Yes, she liked my cats a lot. She said my house was like a cat cafe, which I can absolutely understand. And, yeah. I don't know, it was really, really nice. Like I said, we were like bonding over things, like sharing stories, talking about like some stuff. She taught me about Australia quite a bit. Did you guys know that there are more camels than kangaroos in Australia? Because no one told me that there are more kangaroos than camels in Australia. I thought kangaroos were the dominant species down under. No, camels. I don't know why I only thought it's my American education, but I thought that camels were in like, I guess like Africa, really. That's kind of where I thought they're, and like, you know, like that region. There are more camels in Australia than Arabia. See, that just doesn't sound right to me. I heard Saudi Arabia imports both camels and sand from Australia. I mean, we were looking at like the topography. I didn't realize like 99% of Australia is desert. It's just the coasts that are not desert. And then she told me about this one rock, a real big rock, that's like ancient people's like significant, you know what I mean? But also there's like a lesbian town nearby this rock. And that's interesting. Australian Uluru. Yeah. Uluru. That's the one. That's the one. I don't know if I pronounced that wrong, but yes. You'll find more venomous death machines and camels in the land down under. That's true, apparently. Even the plants will kill you. Well, only if you get close enough. Did you know Australia once went to war against emus and lost? Emus, yes. Yes, I did know about that. I saw the Watcher Puppet History episode about that. I knew about that, yes. Did you take her to the lesbian place? In Australia? We didn't go to Australia. We didn't go to Australia. I was just Google Mapsing it. I did take her there on Google Maps, I guess. But that was about it. Yes. Hi, Turnip Time! Hi, Turnip! It was lovely meeting you. Hi.
What was I gonna say? My voice is fucked up. I sound like I smoke 45 packs a day.
What was I saying? Anyways, yeah. Mama and I bonded. And then we flew on a plane that smelled like jet fuel and burning smells. To the Otakon, to Washington D.C. Except we actually got to the airport kind of early, and we saw the sunrise, and it was like bright red on the horizon. It was very weird. It didn't look like the sun at first. But we watched the sunrise together while sharing stories in the airport. And we got breakfast in the airport too. And it was nice. And then we went to Otakon. And then, the first day of Otakon. The first day of Otakon, Marmalade said to me, we got Five Guys. Cause I was like, you know what, I really want a burger. She was like, oh, that sounds kind of nice though, but I shouldn't, but I want one. And I was like, let's get burgies. I know a good spot nearby. So I got some burgies. And then we ate burgies, and it was great. We ate burgies together. It was lovely. And then, no one came, like, we got to DC before anybody else in our big party of people. Always burgie time. I know, I freaking love burgie, bro. I finally tried Five Guys. It was meh. It's fine. Are you just not like a burgie guy? Five Guys is damn good for fast food type shit. I know it's expensive, but damn good. Them French fries got a stranglehold on me, bro. Yo. We actually had Five Guys, I think, twice. And we had Shake Shack once. So I had 3 burgie meals in the duration of Otakon, which was very fun. Five Guys is about the experience. Yeah. It was lovely. And then, not everybody likes Five. I'm not gonna read it the way you said it, Jabber Jabber. The way you said that, I don't know if I'm gonna read that out loud. I like the burgies. What can I say? We also had Shake Shack at Otakon, then we went to a pokey place, which was also tasty. I thought I thought that said a poker place at first. I was like, damn, okay, Stella Foz. You're really hanging out with the upper echelon over here in your bougie hotel with your poker games. Just kidding. I've never been to Five Guys. That's just too many guys for me. Yeah, but when they work together, they make damn good burgies. It was real good. Turnip and I went gambling for sure. Yeah, for sure. Anyway. Let me see. I want to talk about the concert day, but I feel like I'm skipping by a lot. Okay. So what we did was we went to, cause on Thursday we got there way before everybody else. Like I think like 4 to 6 hours earlier than everybody else. And then the Cheery Girls got into town as well, but we actually didn't end up seeing them till the next day because we had to get ready to go to this like I don't remember what they called it officially, but like an industry party again, sort of situation, right? And it was really nice. They had great food. The location was gorgeous. Any more fun Uber stories? I actually do have a. It's not funny, but it's really funny Uber story. But we're gonna get there in a minute. Hold on. Most of the Ubers that we got into were fine. They were all fine. Like, there was this one guy who was playing saxophones, and he just kept slowly turning them up, and I was literally like, this is exactly the me doing anything but the saxophones are getting louder meme. Like, he just kept turning them up higher and higher and higher, and I was like, and it was just like the same saxophone track the whole time. It didn't even have any other instruments. It was really weird. Other than that, though, it was fine. Oh, yeah, we went to the industry party, and I met some really nice people. I'm not going to use anybody's names just in case they introduced themselves to me with a name that wasn't their, like, online name, and I don't really know. But there were some lovely, lovely people that we met. I might be, like, in a vlog or two somewhere in the internet eventually. Speaking of vlog, I did vlog the weekend. And I will be combining it with my Pengy Party vlog and putting that out hopefully kind of soon. I want to wait for my voice to recover so I can voice it over properly. But that will happen soon. He just wanted you to praise his music taste, or he thought you were loud and annoying. No. I will say that's one thing about me, especially in public. I am not usually loud. I'm usually like very hushed voice because... I don't know, I don't like being loud like that. Also, my voice was kind of fucked anyway, so, yeah. Let's see. We went to this party and it was really nice. We enjoyed the air. Oh, and the party bar people, because they had like a bar. I was like, can you make me a no alcohol, just like a hotsija tea with like peach juice in it. And then they added some yuzu honey with like real pieces of yuzu in it. And goddamn, I need that drink in my day-to-day life. It was so fucking good. And it healed my voice so quick just sipping on it all day. I'm gonna make hotsija tea with peach juice. Like a half and half situation. Maybe like a little bit less peach juice, mostly tea. But like that kind of situation. Mostly like almost half and half. Like 60-40. And then a little scoop of yuzu honey. Holy shit, bro. So fucking good. It was so good. I want more. I went back for, I think, like, thirds of that. By the time I went back the third time, though, they didn't have any more of the tea that I wanted, so I got, like, a different tea. It was still good, but the hochija was better. Anyways, yeah, it was really, really good. I also, Marmalade introduced me to the hochija tea because I've never had it before. And I was like, which tea do you think? Because I would usually just go for green tea, but they didn't have straight green tea. They had a bunch of different types of tea. And I was like, which tea? And she was like, oh, this one's really good. And I was like, all right, sounds good. If Marmalade says that's a good tea, I'm taking it. I'm drinking that tea. And she was right. So. No more cave dwelling jokes. She's a touch grass kind of girl now. Mind you, we did actually go on Monday. We went, like, our group went around just to like do things. Like I said, we went to the Smithsonian, and then we went to the United States Botanical Garden. And we actually ended up like only doing like we looked at the outside portion of the botanical garden, but we did not stay there very long because the staff were really mean. They like looked at us because not me specifically, but like some of the other girls had like their makeup done and like cute outfits on just to like go around. And the lady was like, you cannot take photos here. So this is not a photo spot. And she was just being really mean. And we were like, okay, girl, we weren't trying to take photos. Damn, can we not look pretty? Like, damn, okay. So then we just ended up leaving because that put a vibe in our mouths. And we were like, we just want to go somewhere else. So we ended up going back to the hotel and just kind of vibing. But it was nice until our flights and everything because we had some time left. But yeah, it was nice. I'm going to get to that. We're going to circle back around. We'll go back to the beginning of the weekend because I keep talking out of order. I was Sorky. My brain talks about what she wants to talk about. Anyways, I had that real good drink at that place. I didn't actually end up eating any of the food, but I heard the food was really good. It was just that we ate the burgies not too long before that, and I was still full. And I'm trying to at least sort of kind of count my calories, bro. Sorta, kinda. I was mostly estimating at Otakon, so whatever. But I did go to the doctor afterwards, and I was still the same weight as when I left, so it must have worked out. Absolute cinema. Anyways. I guess they were tired of... Influencers is the word I will use. Perhaps. It's possible. I don't know. Anyways. But yes, yeah. Getting excluded for looking too good. Damn, what has the world become? I mean, come on. They were beautiful. I mean, I wasn't wearing makeup or none of that day. I was just in like a... Not like a stupid outfit. Like, it was still like a decent outfit, but that was about it. I don't even think I brushed my hair that day, to be honest, because I packed up my damn hairbrush. but like, the cheery girls looked really pretty. And, like, Faye did her makeup real nice and beautifulness and everything, so you get the idea. Anyways, so we putzed about. It was nice. I want to talk about my High Smithsonian experience in a bit, but hold on. Why would you need makeup when you have magic? You know, I never thought about that. Deactivating the blonde spell in public was lovely, though. Letting my purple follicles feel the wind. I don't know, very lovely. Okay, let's talk about Convention Friday. We had breakfast, and then we had like a really, I'm trying to remember, Friday was the day the Cheery Girls performed, so this was the day that Marmalade wasn't speaking and I was speaking for her. Yeah. So this is the day that Marmalade was just being quiet, walking around incognito mode type of thing. The way you had breakfast. Yeah, we had breakfast in this place. I think it was called the Anthem. Like, that was, like, built into the con/hotel area. It was really expensive. And also, I ordered the pancakes. But those were the sweetest pancakes I'd ever had in my life. It genuinely tasted like straight cake that I could only eat, like, maybe, like, a quarter of the plate. It was a big-ass plate of, like, just straight, like... They put so much sugar in that. And I like sweet things, mind you. It was just, I think, too much first thing in the morning. I was like, damn, I'm getting a bagel next time. And that is what I did next time, and it worked out. But yeah, anyways. So we walked around. What did we do Friday, specifically? We watched Phoebe perform. Oh my god, actually, wait, can I talk about Phoebe really quick? This is going to be a little jumbled up from the whole weekend, but... Phoebe is so cute and nice and sweet and talented. I know I've already said this. I've already praised Phoebe in my existence, but I had the pleasure of like speaking with Phoebe backstage a little bit on Saturday, I guess. And then like we saw her perform like 3 times. 3 times. Oh, I might be thinking of a rehearsal. I don't know. Either way, I saw her perform a bunch of times, and it was so nice. Phoebe's like a Disney princess IRL. She really is. But she's so sweet and beautiful. Also, her new costume in real life. Holy shit, bro. Also, Marmalade's costumes in real life. Holy shit, bro. I'll talk about that in a minute. Hold on. Everybody, hold on. Saturday, I'm going to have too much to say, so I'm trying to take it like itty-bitty thing at a time. But yes. Did you drench it with sugar? I mean syrup? No, I didn't put anything on it. Except butter. I put butter on it to like salt it down a little bit. It didn't help anyways. But the outfits were gorgeous. But yeah, Phoebe, I think my first one that I was thinking of was like, I walked into the room after getting tea for Marmalade from like the green room, right? And I walked into the room while Phoebe was the Annie Beat room. While Phoebe was like rehearsing, and like she looked at me walking in, and I like waved at her, and she did like the cutest like little bouncy like super excited wave I've ever seen in my life. It was like being shot on sight by a cuteness beam. I was like, ah, my heart. It was so cute. She's adorable and so talented. Like hearing Phoebe sing live. I mean, hearing Phoebe sing period, but hearing Phoebe sing live is like and I've had the pleasure of seeing her perform a handful of times, even beyond this, but still, it's like such an experience. How do I word it? Like, pardon me, sorry. It was so like, her voice is so clear. I don't even think she has any backing vocals. It's just her, like, she's just that good. She's just that good. And her voice is so solid, and like her control is really great. Like, oh my god. Talk about inspiration. Oh my god. The outfit looked so heavy but kept perfect shape. Yeah, I think her outfit must have had some sort of like lightweight interfacing in it or something, which is like a thick fabric basically that like you can sew into like the lining to make it like hold a nice shape. But yeah, gosh, she looked like a decorated little cupcake or something. It was so cute. Oh my god. Anyways, yes, and it was lovely, and we like chatted backstage. We shared tea. not like gossip tea as in the drink, literal drink tea. Cause we had like throat coat, like a ton of throat coat type of like tea on us, and I was about to run to the green room, and well, not me. I was about to send one of our other people, Faye and Kazna specifically, up to the green room to get marmalade more tea, but or like honey packets actually specifically for the tea. Whatever, you get it. Anyways, and then I was like, because I saw Phoebe just kind of sitting alone, and I was like, hey girl, you want any tea? We're gonna go up there. And she was like, I can't do a good Phoebe impression, but she was like, oh my god, if possible, do they have throat coat tea? And I was like, oh my god, we have that right here actually. And there was like a hot water machine backstage anyway. And then she was like, really? And she was so sweet. And then I gave her some tea, and then we ended up chatting over the tea. And it was really nice. She's just so cute and precious. She's such a precious bean. If you're not already like subscribed to Marmalade and Phoebe specifically, like, what are you doing? Go on then. I'll wait. You said you need their ads? I'll put them in the description post stream. I'll put the descriptions, the tags of everybody I'm talking about in the descriptions later. I'll put Cheery Girls there. I'll put Pengy there. Marmalade. If Faye wants me to tag her, I'll tag her. Etc, etc, etc. Yes, I would tag everybody. But yes, probably because I don't know who either are really. I'm about to put you on something so good. But anyways, yeah. Where was I? Friday. Okay. We were like vibing. Oh my god, I gotta go back to Friday. Oh, that's why I was talking about Phoebe originally. Sorry, I forgot. We watched Phoebe perform on Friday after we watched the Cheery Girls perform, because they had like back-to-back shows. Mind you, Cheery Girls performing, they're also such a delight to watch perform. They look like they have so much fun on stage. They're so talented with their like, how do I say, like their chemistry on stage, the two of them. It is so good. Like, you can just tell that they're like besties. Just two besties, so fly. I. They were so good. They were so talented. Sorry, my ear just popped. It's nice. It still feels like there's like liquid in my ears, which isn't great, but I think they're gonna fix that tomorrow. I don't know. Anyways, it's like that feeling when you have like water in your ears, like after swimming. You do it flipping to poo. You got water in your ears. Wagga. Anyway, sorry. Cheery Girls, so fantastic. I mean, I think I've seen them perform the same songs before, except I don't know if I've actually seen them No. I saw them perform both the Heart Hacker and Summer Fanfare before. Those are their originals. They're both so good. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed to the moon and back. They're both so beautiful and sweet. I hung out with the Cheery Girls quite a bit this convention as well, because they were in our like Airbnb group, and they were just so nice. I'm so happy. I like, how do I say this without sounding like an insane person? I I was like mutuals with the Cheery Girls, right? Like for at least like 10 years. Again, they started being a group back in the Stellar days, and they're still a group. Or a duo, I guess. That's a group. Duo's your group, right? Either way, they've been in a group for so long. But I really only like actually spoke to them after Anime Weekend Atlanta in December. And I was like, oh god, they were so nice. So I did something that I don't usually do, and I reached out to them after the con, and I was like, do you guys want to like talk again? You guys are so nice. I'd love to talk to you some more. And then they were like, yeah. So we like exchanged Discords and everything, and then we yapped a lot. And then long story short, for Otakon, we ended up making like a group chat with everybody who was going there, and it was really nice. Long story short, they're so sweet and so entertaining, and oh my god, I love pretty girls. Boom boom, I love pretty girls. Oh, it's amazing. Everybody was so nice. 2 is a couple or pair, 3 would be a group. Oh, I see. Okay, well, a pairing then. A duo. I don't know. Yes, they're so good. Yeah, it was lovely. And then Phoebe performed after them. This was all at the Idle Space stages on Friday. Phoebe performed after them, and Phoebe, 2 things with her set that was so fun. One, which I really wanted to share. This is why I ended up bringing her up originally. Because Marmalade is incognito, right? She's got her like hoodie on, she's got her mask on, her sunglasses on. She's like, nobody will recognize me in these conditions type beat. She hasn't said a word all day. And then Phoebe had these like little like, I think they were like snack baggies or candy baggies maybe. And she tossed them into like the conglomerate of people like sitting in front, because the way that the Idle Space stage was set up was they had like a seated Woda pit, because it was like a kind of a low to the floor stage, so you couldn't have a standing Woda pit because it would block everybody else from seeing. But it was like a seated Woda pit, and then like all of the chairs behind it, and then they had like standing room on all the sides. But we were in like the seated zone because we were trying to see our girlies up close. I got a lot of videos. Hopefully I'll put some in the vlog. I'm gonna see if I can like maybe run the vlog by everybody else before I put it up, just so I don't put any videos publicly of anybody that they're like, I don't like this one, that sort of thing. But we'll see. Anyways, but oh, my brain.
Blink, blink.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah, the little candy baggies. And then Phoebe tossed a couple candy baggies into the seated zone of the audience. Just kind of at random. And mind you, I know now that I was on that stage like the next day, Phoebe probably could not see shit. She was probably squinting in the blinding lights of that stage. I was probably like, okay, I think I see someone here. Let me just toss it. You know what I mean? So I don't think she knew who she was throwing them to. She was just throwing them like at kind of, not really at random, like to people who were waving and stuff. But yeah. Anyways, one of the candy bags, I think she put a little too much sauce in the throw, so it went a little bit farther than the intended target of the people in front of Marmalade. So it just landed in Marmalade's lap, like perfectly. And Marmalade is like, oh my fucking god! It was really cute. It was so adorable. And it was really nice. I don't know. 10 out of 10. Can recommend any Phoebe show. Also, sorry, the other thing I wanted to say, I don't think Phoebe planned this. I think maybe her, like, either her staff or her fans or somebody planned this, right? Because she seemed quite surprised by it. But it was really funny. They had, like, a giant inflatable bee. A giant inflatable bee come on with like a gong. Well, she was performing, ironically, also Ice Cream, which we performed the next day too, at the same stage. It wasn't planned. I promise. But yeah, it was really cute. It's so goofy. She's so adorable, and everything she puts on is just so much fun. Same with the Cheery Girls, which is why I think they were like great back-to-back shows, because they're just like collectively the 3 of them all so fun to watch. It was lovely. I heard she planned to have friends on stage, but not in costume with the gong. Yeah, because she had like her Woda guys behind her. There's probably a term for them. I'm so sorry, I don't know it. A term for them. Like they probably have like a name. But yeah. Anyways, and then the giant inflatable bee came on. It was really goofy. I really liked it. It sparked joy. Actually. And then. I'm thinking. I don't know. I think we just went to dinner after that, to be honest. I know we had like the Saturday was like the super crazy day. So I think that was like the time where we were like, ooh, we gotta be like here. So we went to bed real early that day. I'm probably skipping something from Friday. If I think of anything, I'll let you know. But Saturday. So Saturday, Marmalade's like official con schedule had her basically like busy from like, I think it was like 2 or 3 p.m. I might be misremembering that. But like 2 or 3 p.m. until like 11 p.m. basically. So we were like constant running around that day. But it was really fun. And watching Marmalade perform and do her thing, like she's so talented. I will say, I think between Pengy, the Cheery Girls, and Marmalade, genuinely, I think like I was just surrounded by some of the best like stage MC type personality people ever. Can I say that? Because like when I'm on stage, I'm kind of like, it's a blur for me a lot of the time. I'm trying to get better at that, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to get myself to do more shows so that it's less like, I'm not scary because I'm not scared, but I feel like I'm just like, yeah, you know, like that sort of thing. I'm trying to work on that. But anyways, but yeah, all 4 of them are like really, really, really good at just stage presence and like talking to an audience and everything. Like the Cheery Girls have crazy chemistry with each other, and they sound so rehearsed even though it isn't rehearsed. And then Marmalade just was like whipping things out of her butt, and it was great. Not literally, in a metaphorical sense. It was great. Everything she was saying was like so energetic and cute, and like she backstage she was like, okay, hold on, I need to make sure I pronounce this right. What are their pronouns? How do I say this? What's this and that? And then we were like, okay, it's this and that. And then I was like, do you got it? You want to write any of that down? And then she was like, I've got time. And she ran on stage, and then she would just do it perfectly. And I was like, I'm in the presence of a professional. I don't know. I don't consider myself a professional by any means. In fact, I feel like I was very clunky this show. It might be because we didn't really practice that much. We practiced ice cream, but not really anything else. But yeah, it was fine. It was goofy. I liked it. I'm thinking. I feel very clunky on stage sometimes. How much did you practice? I practiced a decent amount, to be honest. I mean, I learned the entire ice cream dance, and I think like the problem was like I learned it, but I did because how do I say this? We only had like I think maybe like a month from when the show was planned to when we actually did it. Maybe or give or take some time, right? I feel like my moves in ice cream specifically, like looking back, I'm like, ooh, they're clunky. Like, girl has no precision in what she's doing. And I think it's because I never got the chance to practice, like, with a mirror. I practiced the moves so I knew them, but I never got a chance to actually observe myself doing the moves. Like, I didn't even film it or anything. So I didn't really get to clean up a lot of it. But that's okay. It was still a fun show. I actually had a lot of fun this whole time, which I think helped me accomplish my goal of just wanting to have fun at events and like shows and stuff. I think next time I'm hopefully gonna make sure I get the time out to like clean up the moves a lot more. But yeah. We had asked if the con had like a gym or like a room with mirrors or anything, but no one ever got back to us on that, so I'm just gonna assume there probably wasn't one. But yeah, anyways, thinking. Oh, but yeah. It was fun being in like an idol group again. I know it wasn't like an official group or anything, just a collab, but I really, really like performing in groups a lot more than solo. Solo is fun and all, but I feel like there's something really nice about having other people on the stage that you can vibe with. In some ways, it does like work against me because like okay, hold on. I will say, I'm like jumping around again. I'm so sorry. My order's all messed up. So I was on like the very end, and she, who was also on the opposite end of the stage for Down Under for like III specifically, had the same experience. So we on the ends could not see anything. That light was so bright. And I realized it like when I was looking at the videos after, but I was like naturally like kind of looking at the other performers the whole time. Not necessarily because I was like, I need to see what they're doing so I can copy it, but more so because I was like, I can't see anything and I need to make sure I'm not about to like do something I shouldn't do, you know what I mean? Like walk off the stage or whatever, I don't know. But that light was so bright on the edges of the stage. When you were in the middle of the stage, it wasn't bad at all, but...
Oh, hold on.
Anyway, yes, so when you were on the side, it was really hard to see because the lights were so bright, so it was like, ooh, I'm blinded by lights. You know what I mean? As a viewer, they could have been a bit brighter, right? But yeah, it was really nice. I'm thinking. Where was I when I was actually talking about Saturday? Oh, we had the long day. Okay, let's go in order. So, first on Saturday, we had the Annie Beat thing. So we did like the Annie Beat, like rehearsal bits. We were backstage. And then Marmalade was emceeing and performing in the Annie Beat Idol Festival, right? So, she did her performance first and all. And I just was like, okay, my job today is to make sure that Marmalade doesn't lose her voice. So I was like, okay, ways to help this. Constant sipping, not overdoing it. And then no yelling, no whispering. That's also a big one. You gotta have like a nice middle ground. And then I had like a combination of like throat coat tea and with honey and just like room temperature water to be sipping between. And then the cup that she could hum in, we also had that on site. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. But yeah, so basically every time she got on and off the stage, I would just be there holding like her multiple drinks. And then I had like the papers of all the information of who was next, what the songs they were singing were, all of that stuff. So I was like briefing her in between her little things. Her things for the groups. Luckily there was enough time in between every group that there was like enough time for her to like actually like rest her stuff a little bit. But I will say everyone backstage at Annie B was so nice. Literally every single person. Usually I feel a little like off put by like certain things sometimes, but this time it was like truly every single person back there was so sweet. I was talking with who was I talking with the most? Random Moeage members. They were all so nice. Moeage is so cute and talented. But I was talking with a bunch of them, like, kind of back to back to back. And then... Alex Pinku and... Oh my god, I'm blanking on the other Flare member's name. I'm so sorry. But I was talking to the Flare peoples. They were so nice. And then I was talking to Leo Lodestar quite a bit. Really talented. They're super young, but like for someone so young, man, they're talented. Whoo. And then... I mean, actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I talked to quite literally everybody backstage. It was really nice. So many idols, how do you keep track? I don't really. For me, it's like, I don't know them until I interact with them, really. And then when I actually interact with them, I'm like, oh yeah, they were cute. But like, that's the only way that I get them nailed in my brain is if I actually have like a conversation with them. I don't know. But literally everyone was so sweet. Like Strawberry Sunday was so cute. And they were so sweet backstage and everything. We took some selfies together. They had this like light thing that they had like attached to their phone that made the like selfies backstage look a little bit less bad lighting-y. It was really nice. Also, I don't know if you can tell right now, specifically my laugh like the pitch that I usually laugh in is the one pitch that my voice can't get out right now. So every time I laugh, it's just like you just hear air.
Oh well, 다이조부다요. 다이조부다요.
Anyways, who else was I talking with backstage? I talked backstage with everybody. Everybody was so nice. Everybody was so talented, so nice. It was really good. I really liked, Sunny Saurus too, another Australian idol. I chatted with Sunny quite a bit. Sunny is like super goofy and fun. And then I know I'm forgetting to say some people, but I promise you, all of them were so good. I promise you. Everybody was so nice. So nice. Your voice sounds better than when you began stream. Probably because it warmed up, I guess, naturally over me yapping a lot. Hi, Julie. Did I say hi to anybody yet? I don't think I said hi. I realize we're an hour and 9 minutes in. Hi, SIvan. Hi, Julie. Hi, Bob. Hi, Stella Fowles. Hi, Thor. Hi, Kazna. Hi, Janice. Hi, Maria. Hi, John Wick. Hi, Kazna. Hi, Turnip. Hi. The best. Hi, MW. Hi. Apocalypse. Hi, Lord Penguin. Hi. Heber Jebber. Hi. Rugen. Hi. Shaolin. Hi. Greg. Hi. Space Knight. Hi. Thor. Hi. Did I say hi to everybody? Heaven Hoshi. Hi. Oh my god. ISD. Hi. Who did I miss? Did I say everybody? Lurkers. VOD watchers. Hi. Hi. What's up? Sorry I didn't say hi. I totally forgot. I forgot how to stream. It's been like a week and a half. I forgot how to stream. Anyway. Saturday. Everybody at Any Beat was so nice. I was just kind of putzing around backstage because I wasn't performing, but I was in costume because we performed later that day, and I didn't think there was any time for me to get into costume later. So I was like, I'll just wear it all day. You know what I would like to thank? I would like to thank Lord Penguin for, I believe it was you, for making that smug Mimi pin. Because my rose on my divine outfit fell apart multiple times. So I just popped that in the middle of the rose because I didn't have any glue on me. Because I was like, why will I need to bring glue? I didn't bring any glue. Everything else about that costume has stayed so good, but I don't think I glued all the layers of the rose down properly. So anyway, I ended up just pinning the smug Mimi pin where the inside of the rose was, and it ended up looking actually all right from a distance if you didn't look too close. So thank you for that. Speaking of everybody who went to the Offkai Expo Bozu meetup, I haven't streamed since this time. Stellifies gave me all of your little gifts, and I enjoyed looking through them all. I don't know what the one deep fried Mimi was, but I kind of like it. It's goofy. But yeah, Stella Fuzz, like hand, is it crochet or knit? I don't actually know what the right phrase is. Hold on, Mimi needs to blow her nose here really quick. Okay, sorry. But yeah. It was crochet. Oh yeah. Stella Foes crocheted me like this. My like witch hat. Like this one. We're gonna keep it on. Stella Foes crocheted me my witch hat, and it was so cute. It fit me so well. I don't know how you knew my head measurements, but hey, you worked out. And it's super duper cute, and I'm in love with it. And now I have to wear it somewhere at some point. I was kind of paranoid about wearing it because I was like, oh, it's white. And I'm like walking around so much. What if it falls off my head? What if it falls off my head, and then what? And then what? But yes, it was lovely. It was lovely. Your outfit was so nice. It looked a lot better than the cat cam. That's true, the cat cam doesn't do it justice. The textures and all. But yeah, I'm excited. I want to sew a new costume for my next show, which I do know when my next show is, but I don't believe I'm allowed to say it publicly yet. But it is this year. In fact, it's soon-ish. Not this month, but soonish. So hopefully I'll get you guys some info on that soon. But I do want to sew a new costume for that. Because I love the Divine costume, but I felt like a little out of place because I was doing like I, you could maybe argue that it worked for that song, but like Ice Cream, that song, that outfit did not fit that song at all. But I couldn't wear the one that I wore for Wannabe because I kept being too afraid I was gonna nip slip in it. So I don't know. Also, I specifically designed that one to be very like solo stagey, because that's why it has like the big skirt and everything. I feel like it might look a little wonk next to other people. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. I want to make another one. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for all of the Bozu gifts. I haven't printed it yet, but I am going to print out a bunch of photos from Otakon and also the photo of you guys at Offkite. I'm gonna put it on my little wall. I'll put it on my little wall, and then potentially in my scrapbook also as well. Because it means a lot to me that you guys were willing to do like a meetup at a con I didn't even go to. That was really nice. Hi, Reeler. Thank you. See you later. And then what happened after this? Hold on. I think I jumped around a lot. Okay, Saturday. We did the Annie B thing. And then everybody was so nice and so talented and did such amazing jobs. It was lovely. And then after the Annie B thing, what was after Annie B? Was that immediately the next show? I think that was, I think that was the Idle Space was immediately after. So we had our like rehearsal for the Annie B thing. I feel like I worry I'm misremembering the order of events here. Roll with the punches, all right? Roll with the punches with me. Anyways, yeah. We did our not only was it immediately after, it was double booked. Oh, Yasumimi? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, Yasumimi is another idol group that was performing in there. But I think it was a similar situation to like how like Phoebe performed back to back with the Cheery Girls. I think they was just like they had two groups at a time. Didn't it overlap? I don't think so. Maybe it did. Oh, wait, yeah. I think Annie Beat might have overlapped. Yeah, because Annie Beat ended up running late. That's what it was. Yeah. It overlapped with the thing. That's why we didn't end up having like any practices really like super much for our for the Idle Space stuff. But that's okay. I still think it went really well. Hi, Lucas. Welcome. Hi. I still think it went well though. But yeah, Yasumimi performed. It was really nice. Now, this is where I have a story to tell, I guess, I suppose. So at the end of like the Annie Beat thing, towards the end, I was texting Kazuna and Faye, and I was like, can you guys, because they were in the audience, I was like, can you guys like DoorDash us like some like chicken soup? You know what I mean? Some chicken soup, just so we can sip on the broth and really get a little bit of protein and whatever, you know what I mean? A little soup. And then, because we were worried about Marmalade's voice, because it was like a lot of MC talking, and then she also sang live during her dancing thing, and then she had to organize all the photos and everything afterwards. And then, after all that was done, she had an hour-long set list where she had to sing for practically the whole time, or talk for practically the whole hour. So it was a little funky. But so we were like, can you guys get some soup? So we wanted to order from Panera, and then Panera for some reason was like, we don't do chicken noodle soup anymore. And we're like, all right, whatever. So we ordered from this different soup place, which is actually better than Panera. The soup was really good, but we were like, oh, it's taken a long time. Like we ended up going from the one, like the Anybeat room all the way to the Idle Space room and being like, okay, this is where we are now, to Kazna and Faye, who were like, so the soup DoorDasher guy got into a bicycle accident on the way to picking up the soup. And then he was like, cancel your order. And we were like, cancel it? And he didn't even have the soup yet. We didn't know this at the time. I say we. This was all, like, I heard about this in post from Kazna, who ordered the soup and all that. Yeah, and then it was weird because earlier that day, because we went to get... Oh, that's what we did! We had, on Saturday, we had our, like, early, like... Can you call it, like, a breakfast lunch? We did that at the Yard House. We had a breakfast lunch with everybody at the Yard House. Like, before we got ready for, like, the big day on Saturday. So we ate, like, a big meal. Anyways, on the walk back from that, Marmalade and I, we saw, like, a mangled, like, one of those, like, bikes that you can, like, pay to use that's in cities, you know what I mean? And the front wheel looked like it was run over by a car, and we were like, woo, something ran over that bike. And then we just said that as, like, a joke, and then later on in the day, our poor bike DoorDasher guy gets into some sort of an accident. I actually don't know what happened with that, but apparently he was fine. But he could no longer pick up our soup. So I think Kazna and Faye, I think they went to go pick up the soup themselves. I don't know. I think they got their money back or something, maybe for, like, the fees, but I don't know, whatever. Anyways, they picked up the soup. And then we got the soup. They brought us the soup. We walked there, yes. Okay, yeah, that's crazy. Thank you for doing that, seriously. That's a lot, but I appreciate it a lot. And then they got us the soup, and it was so good. Thank God we had that soup. Soup was great. We were just soup eating backstage. It was real nice. And then, hi, Arinko, welcome, and Buildski, welcome, hi. And then, we drank the soup, and then we hummed into some cups, and then it was time. Oh, sorry. While we were like watching the Oyasumimi, which is another idol duo, I guess. We were watching them from behind the curtain. So if you heard random cheering from behind the curtain, that was us. But we were eating our soup while watching them perform from behind the curtain, because, like, the curtain was, like, thin enough with the lights there, so we could kind of see through it, honestly, quite clearly. And it was quite nice. And then, yeah, then we did our Idle Space show, which was the From Down Under to DC concert. Marmalade did really, really well. Now, I think I said this beforehand, but just to reiterate, this show was, like, a Marmalade heading show, and we just had a couple of collab songs thrown throughout. Originally, it was only supposed to be us doing Sukicho, us. Marmalade and the Cheery Girls doing Sukicho, and then Marmalade, me, and Pengi doing Ice Cream, and then all 5 of us doing I. That was originally all the things, but because Marmalade was losing her voice, the Cheery Girls did the Me and I Melody collab with her as well, and I did Diamond City Lights with her to the best of my ability. I know the song's, like, chorus, like I said, but not the rest of it, and I was like, if you need backup on anything, I can do that. Now, but, like, looking back, I probably should have said that I know, the Kyokai no Kanata song, what is it called? Future Star. I should have said that I know Future Star more, because I fully know Future Star, like, the whole of it. I should have said that instead of Diamond City Lights, but Marmalade asked me specifically about Diamond City Lights, and I was like, yeah, I can do that. I can do a chorus. I should have said Future Star, because I fully, like, I learned the dance for a Future Star. I've been singing that song for years, because that was one of the first animes that I watched back in the day, so I just really liked that song, you know what I mean? I don't know. Should have said that. Whatever. Whatever, it's fine. Anyways, I had a good time. Watching Pengi crawl around during Oyasumimi was very silly. She didn't, like, I think she was crawling because she was like, oh, I want to see, but I don't want to be seen. And I was like, girl, just sit in the chairs. But she couldn't hear us, so it was funny. She just kept doing it. And then I think eventually Kazuna texted us and was like, we can see Pengi crawling around. And I was like, oh no. And I showed Pengi and she was just like, well, too late now. And then she proceeded to continue doing it, which was really goofy. She's so silly. But yeah, Marmalade, such a great performer. She did so many songs back to back to back to back after a whole MCing thing and all this, and it was so good. Everything was so great. So talented. Also, Marmalade is like ripped. I don't know if I've said that yet. Marmalade might be the most actually in shape idol I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm talking like abs, biceps, leg muscles, like the whole 9 yards, and like crazy stamina. Yeah. So talented. Seeing Marmalade do Realize from Iris made me want to learn it so bad. That dance is always so fun. Yeah! That was one of the songs that was like, back in the stellar days, we used to play that one and watch the performance of it and be like, yeah, we'll do this one day. Yeah! Yo, she's got that shukashu build. I don't know what that means entirely. I'm guessing muscles. Like, just really toned. But damn, girl, she got it. Also, oh my god, wait, I'm gonna say one more thing about Marmalade, which was really funny. We were absolutely fucking exhausted on Thursday when we flew in. Yeah, Thursday when we flew in. So we ate, oh, Shuka, oh my god, yeah, Shukashu. I thought that literally meant like that was a phrase or something. She does have that Shuka build. That is so true. Anyway. She was very disciplined about her eating that weekend, too. Yeah, that's true, that's true. But yeah, disciplined is a great word for Marmalade. What was I gonna say? Let's sing to my best Mimi gotta get on that bodybuilding arc. I do need to work out now. I think I've lost the weight that I gained entirely. Now I need to get back onto like actually working out. I can't even do a push-up anymore, bro. I gotta get on that. I gotta get on that. Oh, we got TLMC. Hi. Mimi abs soon. I lost a lot of the tummy squishy. Unfortunately. I still have some. But I lost a lot of the tummy squishy in my weight loss journey here. But who knows? Maybe I will begin working out. Who knows? I'm not promising anything. I'm lazy. What do you want from me? Anyways, just kidding. But yeah. The how heavy are the memes you're lifting? I think I'm like 127 pounds now. I started the year at like almost 140. So that's a win. Mimi no longer squishy. No, I'm still squishy. I'm still squishy. There's no muscle. Don't worry. For a limited time only. I enjoyed the performance. Were you there? TLMC, you were there and you didn't say hi? Excuse me? Mr. Light Music Club. That's right, I'm using your full name now. Mr. The Light Music Club. Oh my god, I didn't even know you were there. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Proud of you, thank you. I think TLMC was sitting right behind us. Really? I didn't even see. To be fair, I couldn't see shit with those lights. I could not see shit. I spotted where Stellafaz and Faye and Kazuna were sitting, like, before the show started. You shared my story Oh, that's embarrassing for me. I'm so sorry, I didn't even notice. Oh my god, I didn't even notice. I'm so sorry. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you had a good time. Oh my god. Me just looking at the videos like, whoa, this is real. It is really weird seeing me performing with like Marmalade and the Cheery Girls, because like, that just feels so bizarre to me. But I like it. ScuffTuber. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, sorry, I saw where you three were sitting, so I was just like, that's where I'm gonna zero onto. If I have to point at the crowd, I'm just gonna zero in there. I don't know. Blame the Benadryl. The Benadryl I wasn't even on yet? Who knows? Anyways, yeah, the show was a lot of fun. I really like ice cream. I was originally gonna say Choco Minto so that I could say Minto, because, yes. But then, I spoke with Marmalade, and she was like, I'm gonna say Vegemite flavor. And I was like, right, alright, if we're going in, I gotta at least say something purple then. And then, I forgot what Pengy said, something lemony. Something lemony, I remember that, but I don't remember exactly what the flavor was. But yeah,
Blah, 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 blah.
Wow, I lose my train of thought so easy. Oh, I said chocotado. I was originally gonna say sweet otado flavor, but that sounded too much like Ayumu's part. So I was like, because I was doing Ruby's part, right? So I was like, I'll just say chocotado, because that sounds pretty damn good. I don't think I've ever had chocotaro before, but it sounds pretty damn good. I'd eat it. I'd fucking eat that. So, sounds like a win. If you're curious about my actual ice cream favorite flavor, it is cookies and cream. But if I said cookies and cream in Ruby's part, it would have been so whack. So I didn't do that. Thank you so much. Chocotado. Yori mo anata. Yeah, anyways. I wasn't sure if you were going to be at like a meetup or anything. Otherwise, I would have tried to say hi. To be fair, yeah, I was just in... Oh my god, wait, that was another thing. I know Marmalade already apologized, but just to give any further clarity that I could. After the Idle Space show, there was a meet and greet set for Marmalade in room like 201, I think. I'm blanking on the room numbers. I really remembered it the day of, but here I'm like, I don't know, it's out of sight, out of mind. But yeah, but we didn't realize that there was a panel in that room after, because I think there was like a miscommunication somewhere along the line. So we had a really long line of people out there who I think wanted to meet, according to what we heard the next day, but I'll get to that in a second, I think wanted to meet like Pengy, Cheery, me, and Marmalade. But everybody was in a line outside, and we literally were only able to serve 3 people before we had to take down, because there was a panel in the room that we didn't know about. I think there was like a timing conflict / miscommunication somewhere, so yeah, I'm sorry if anybody was in that line and then got turned away. That was not anybody's intention, I fear, like staff included. I think things just kind of went a little haywire. But luckily the next day, I met with a lot of people who, some were like, I was waiting for that line, but it's all right, like, we understand. So it didn't seem like anybody was terribly upset, but I don't know. I felt bad for the people who only went to Saturday for the con. But hopefully it didn't ruin their experience or anything. Hopefully they still had fun with, like, the show and all that. But yeah, I am sorry once again that I never said anywhere that I wasn't selling my own merch. I was just helping Marmalade run her booth and stuff. I don't know, but I did take a couple checkies with people, so there was that at least. Yeah, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't make anybody feel wonky by being like, well, I'm not selling anything. I'm selling Marmalade stuff. Some people came up and were like wait, that was really cute actually. A girlie came up and was like, oh, you look so cute in these pictures. It almost doesn't look like you. And I was like, yeah, that's because it's Marmalade. She's right over there actually. She was like, oh. But apparently Marmalade and I look kind of similar. I don't really see it, but a lot of other people said that, so I don't know, but it was funny. Anyways, yeah. Last year they had a small room and a hallway just for Idle Space meet and greets. I was surprised there was a panel right after. Yeah, I think that might have been like something that they wanted to do, but maybe they couldn't. I don't really know, because they had the Idle Space room and then the like Idle, I forgot what it's called, but the bazaar, which is where they had all the stuff being sold the next day, were like very far apart from each other. So I don't really know what the ins and outs of that were. All I know is we were just trying to make it work. But yeah. The Down Under show ended later than scheduled, so meet and greet started late. To be fair, that entire day was running late because Annie Beat ended up starting late, which ran late, and then we didn't have time to do it like a proper sound check, but we needed to make sure everybody's mics and everything was fine. So we had to do, we were already running late, so we had to do like a little, like the quickest sound check ever, but that still made us run late for the Down Under show, which still ran late. For that, and then next thing you know, it was like the meet and greet was running late, and then it was just chaos, but it's okay. At least it was still a fun day. But yeah, honestly, hanging out backstage with the like DC concert, the Down Under to DC concert, hanging out with everybody backstage was really nice. We had all of our little cues and everything. Watching all the performances was really nice and lovely. I loved it so much. It was great. Butterfly Effect states that if the DoorDash guy didn't get into an accident, everything would have remained on time. Can you imagine it was just because of that? It was the soup, actually. But no, it was good. It was lovely. We still had a good time all around, I think. And I don't know, I liked it. I don't know what to say. I liked it. I think I say this every time I talk about this sort of thing, but the idol space, like at conventions, has changed so much since when I started in like 2015 or whatever. Cause like back then, idols would have to like fight to get a masquerade slot that would be like timed based on how many people you had in your group. So we'd be lucky if we could get like a 2-minute song in, like short songs. But like nowadays we've got like actual idol spaces, like idol festivals where they just got back to back idols, and like they give you proper like microphones. We couldn't get microphones back in the day. And then like they give you like a place to sell your merch afterwards, like a proper booth setup and everything. That wasn't even a thing we considered back in the day. You know what I mean? So much has changed. It's so lovely now. There's so many opportunities. I don't know. And like this is like a common space thing now. People actually want idols. I remember back in the day we'd had to be like fighting to get a spot, and like there was like certain cons where we were literally told they don't want any idols because it makes the con look bad or whatever, stuff like that. And we were like, oh. And how it has changed now. Some of those same conventions, not Otakon, but some of those same conventions are like having idol spaces now. It's like, whoa. I'm happy it's changed this way, because I can't imagine it still being the way that it used to be. Anyway, but yeah, we had a really good time at the Down Under show. Literally everyone was so sweet and nice. I got some really nice photos I want to share that SIvan sent, actually. SIvan, do you mind if I show them? Do you mind if I show the photos that you sent to me? A few of them, anyway. I'm going to avoid showing videos just because of YouTube copyright stuff for now. But it was lovely. Also, I'm gonna avoid showing the ones. That's why I sent them. Show them. Thank you. I'm gonna avoid showing the ones of you guys, like Stella, Fuzz, SIvan, all of you guys, cause I don't want to like dox you live. But they all had their Mimi happies on. It was so nice. Faye and Kazna had their Mimi happies on too. It was so nice. I got a group picture of everybody in the happies, and I was like, oh my god. I'm just gonna stream this. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Wow, calm down. You didn't see anything you weren't supposed to, but I want to crop that a little bit. I would like to crop that a little bit. Hold on. In fact, let me just put one of these up. That was nothing you weren't supposed to see, don't worry. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna crop this. Don't look. Don't look at my tabs. What are you looking at my tabs for? Cute though. Picasso. I just was streaming these. Is this part of the photo? It is, okay. Hold on, let me just scooch my boots over this way. Or should I scooch this way and put the photo over that way, maybe? Yeah. We do this.
Okay, okay. So this was super cute. These are photos all taken by SIvan, who was like, I'm not a good photographer, but yes, you are. Hello? Anyways. So this is Marmalade, the cutie patootie, in her adorable outfit that she made herself with great construction. I looked at the construction of this and I was like, teach me your ways. And then me and Pengy. So cute. So cute. This is like the end of ice cream. Let me show you some more of these ones. And then like this is like all of us on stage. It's me, Marmalade, the cheery girls. I think I should probably crop this a little differently so you can see the whole stage. That might be nice. So like here. This fine. Daijoubu dayo. Really, really, really cute. My hands were shaky from the excitement. No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. It was lovely. But we did ice cream. It was so cute. I'm gonna try to include some videos of this in my vlog in case you were not there to see it. Don't worry. Marmalade's abs go crazy, bro. Holy shit. But it was really nice. Also, SIvan said that he was living in the moment for the most part. But like, look how cute these photos turned out and everything. I'm obsessed. Also, this is also a Marmalade outfit. The Pengy outfit that she was wearing. Marmalade sewed this outfit as well as her own outfit. I made mine, but teehee. Picasso. Blah, 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 blah. Let me show you some of these ones. Oh, like us hugging at the end. So cute. So cute. Picasso. She did? Yeah. She sewed that one for Pengy as like a commission. A couple years ago, I think now. Yeah. I bought myself another happy because Mimi graffitied mine. You asked me to sign it. You asked me to sign it. By the way, everyone, SIvan does have the first ever Mimi hand-signed happy. Sorry. Sorry, the first slot on that was taken. Pengy gets a little eclipsed in this, but it's so cute. Are doing our hugs. This was during Diamond City Lights, I think. But it's so cute. Everybody's so cute. I love all of these women. I love these pretty girls. Vandal Mimi, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Faye Kazna, for filming the show. Yes, thank you to them for filming the show. Apparently the con also filmed it, and SIvan got some videos too. Maybe I can show you some videos if I turn the volume down. We'll see. But it was really, really nice. Stella wasn't first? No. Beat me to it, and then I was too busy yapping and being attacked by Mimi to ask myself. I did beat Stella Foz up and kick them to the ground. There's photos. Probably in here, actually. Oh, this is us all backstage. Wait, yeah, this is so cute. Hold on. So many random photos of us vibing. I don't want to, like, show too much. I don't want to show too much. Is it okay? Can I do that? Here's our ending pose. Stare at this for now. Ooh. Oh, Pengy was like, can we swap? Then we swap. There you go. Ending pose. Picasso. It's my Twitter banner now? Oh, God. Because you laid down on the floor, and I was like, wait, I have a great idea. Let me act like I kicked you to the floor. Yee. But isn't it so cute? The cheery girls look so fluffy, like little light clouds. And Pengy's so cool. And then Marmalade is just like a fantastic combination of cool and fluffy. I love it so much. Oh my God, everybody's so nice. This picture in particular, I'm putting this one in my scrapbook. I'm putting this one in my scrapbook. You said something cute and I dramatically collapsed, and then you said, stay down. Oh no. I'm sorry. That makes me sound so scary. Stay down. Stay down there. Take a picture of this. Oh no. Sorry. Accident. I got very excited being surrounded by bozus. What can I say? We even linked fingers, yes. Yeah. It was fun. I like it. Picasso. But yes, isn't this just so nice? We did, the songs that I did was I, Ice Cream, and Diamond City Lights, though I feel like saying Ice Cream was the only actual rehearsed one is valid. Here you go. This is the one. It low-key looks like we're in the back rooms. But I kind of like it. I like it a lot. Picasso. Oh, maybe it was this one. There's quite a few. Picasso. I don't remember what song these were in. Oh, this is I. Yeah. Us all just doing different things because we were like, we do not have time to sync up this entire choreography, and like some people, me included, did not like learn the whole of it because that wasn't originally our like vibes. So we were like, okay, let's just vibes. And honestly, super cute. Picasso. We were just like, if you sing, you come up. that was the vibes. The con center low-key felt like the back rooms a lot of the time. I can understand that, especially in like the lower levels.
Back rooms, eh?
Didn't have any windows. Back rooms, eh? I liked it. I liked it a lot. Mimi issuing threats. Yeah, I think so. But it was really nice. And then we did like a Bozu meetup in the hallway. Like that was just impromptu, and then everybody was talking in the hallway because we got kicked out of the panel room, but we were like, hey, hallway's free game though. So we were just in the hallway and yapping a lot. And then we tried to order Five Guys, but they closed, so we ordered Shake Shack instead. Which was honestly pretty good. I like Shake Shack also, so no complaints from me. And then, actually wait, before I move on, let's see if I can show you some videos. I'm gonna hide this just for a second. Actually, I want to show you some of the things in the hallway too. Let me show you some random photos. Here's this photo that SIvan took of my foot. Because SIvan, and I quote, said, "You're actually taller than I thought you would be." And then I pointed to these monster shoes, and everybody was like, oh. And then I was like, let me show you. So I took the shoe off, and I stood on my normal thing, and I went like a foot lower, and then everybody started laughing. So I put the shoe back on. And this was when I was putting the shoe back on. Yes, my shoelaces are ribbons. I'm whimsical. What about you? So that's my shoe. You like it? Yeah? She's so short. I didn't mean to do it. Pengy looks cute here, so hopefully she won't be mad about me showing this picture. But I'll only show it for a second. This is me, and I look kind of scary because I'm doing like the face. I'm doing like that sort of thing. But us hugging outside of the panel room. So cuteness. You could see my purple hair. It's real. What did I tell you? Anyways. My sweet penguin. I'm so happy I'm with my penguin again. I wish Pengy could share the posed photo she took with her McDonald's Coke. Was she taking photos of their Coke? That's funny. Oh, here's a oh my god, this smug me that I was talking about. This is the pin that Lord Penguin made. This one with my little Bozu. Because the middle part of the rose like fell out, so I was like, I'll just put this smug Mimi pin here. That'll work out. Thank God we had that. Thank you, Lord Penguin. I warned him too. I asked how tall you are. I don't think he ever believed me. It's true. It's true. Look at that outfit quality. Yeah, I got all the sparklies and the like layers and everything. My little sequins and all. Ah. Cat cam don't show you quality like that. Ooh. Okay, oh, I look kind of gross in that picture. I was gonna show you. There's this one photo that I really like. I don't know why the fuck I did this. This is not what I was just talking about. I don't know why I did this. Somebody sent something and I was like, I can't do that, but you know what I can do? And then I did this. I did a split. Did you know Mimi can do splits? Because she can. Picasso. Kazuna, can I show a photo of you, or you want me to keep your face secrets and privacy and such and things? It's Daijobu either way. Same thing, Stella Fuzz. Can I show a picture of you? Or do you want it to be so secrets? Yes, I give you permission today. Okay. Kazuna kept saying that he wanted to do this, the Rezo thing. So we did the Rezo thing. We are Rezo! Secret new member of Rezo. Kazuna. Picasso. You can do that at such an age? Yeah. I did gymnastics like my whole childhood. Stella Faust. Yes, you can show. My face is crunchy, but it's all good. No, you're beautiful. Which one? Let me pick one, because there's a couple. Pick one! This one. I like this one. It's just us hugging and being the way that we are. Or Heartopia emoting, IRL. Picasso. So cute. Also, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I saw Stella Faz the day before this. But Stella was in incognito mode. So I could not see the blue hair. Okay? I could not see the blue hair. And I turned around and I was like, this is a familiar face. Hi. And then Stella goes, like, and says something. And then I was like, said anything at all. I don't even remember what you said. And I was just like, oh my god, it's Stella Faust. I've never been in a human disguise before. I know, it threw me off. I was like, this is insanity. I'm also going to show this picture because this is my childhood best friend, Faye. She was in Stellar, so her face is public already. I fucking love this woman. This is not our height difference. She is bent down. She's actually quite a bit taller than me. But, she's so beautiful, and she came to the show with us and everything, and I love this woman so much, and she's pink Faye, and oh my god, I'm gonna print this photo. SIvan, thank you for taking this photo. I'm gonna put this in my scrapbooks forever. Thank you. I love her. And Stella Faz is like lecturing us about something, I think it looks like, but we're really invested, so it's super cute. Nothing but love for her. And the Mimi happy too, mind you. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love that woman. I was like, this was like the most energy I had all weekend. Shavana, I'm assuming you don't want me showing your face, probably. I'm assuming. Correct me if not. Also, this like photo of me the next day, I said, fuck makeup, we're not doing that. But SIvan came by the Marmalade booth the next day and I was like, who wants the merch menu? You can if you want to. Do you want me to? Cause I don't need to do that. You know? You know? Oh wait, this is a video. Oh my god. Oh good, I had it like kind of muted. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the audio down just in case. We'll look at some of the videos together, you and I. These are videos taken by SIvan. This is during I believe. Let me make sure you can hear it. Yeah! Oh, yeah. Somebody forgot to sing, but daijoubu. I have it really quiet on purpose. It's okay. Cute! Cuteness! Should I turn it up more than that? That looked like it was like so low you can't even hear it. Hold on, let me play it again so you can get like a little bit more. I think it might not be too copyrightable because you can't really hear the music. It's mostly just vocals, I think, but... Let me see, is this? Yeah, you can hear it there. You can hear it there. Okay, hopefully that's fine. Hopefully that's daijoubu. I can't believe I missed your part there. It was so good. Don't worry. I'll put it in the vlog for you. Don't worry. I think this might be ice cream. Yeah. Cute. They're like small clips, but I really like the small digestible clips. I like them a lot. Picasso. And then, is this us talking, perhaps? So cute, god damn it. Everyone at this damn stage is so cute. Cameraman was super biased, by the way, that's okay. Even Pinky in this fucking freeze frame is being adorable. What's happening? Oh, yeah. We did introductions and we realized we were separating the cheery girls, so we got them to stand next to each other. Water. I kept saying Australian things. I kept saying things in Australian. Like, as if it's a different language. Yeah. But it was so cute. I'm gonna show a teeny weeny itty bitty baby bit of this. Oh, that's music. Don't play just the music. There's a it's fine. So cute. I'm gonna talk over it just in case. Look at her though. She's a shining beam of energy and light and perfectness and beautifulness. I love her. Marmalade's so beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah, I only got one video of I since I don't usually film during shows, but somehow you caught me like a heat-sinking missile. I saw, oh my god, sorry. I don't have that one here, so I can pull it up really quick. I might have it on Instagram. I might, we'll see. Hold on, 1 second. Let me see if I can find it while I describe the story here. I saw Stella Faust filming. And I said, I can use this to my advantage. And I like made sure to like point at you. Was it during, not that. Was it that? I think it might have been. I don't really remember. All I know is I saw you filming and I was like, that's it. I have to point at Stella Faust right now. Right here and now. Hold on, I might be able to find it in here. Oh my god, I did repost Tulipsy's video. I'm so sorry, Christian. Oh, here. Okay, we'll watch this. Don't play it. Don't play it. Hold on. Go, calm down. Oh my god. Okay. I'm like pushing buttons. Can you see this? Yes, okay. This is from my Instagram story archive, but daijoubu dayo. We watch this too. This isn't the right one. I just want to watch it. So cute. Look, it's me doing actual choreography. So cute. Anyway, sorry, next one. This one. Oh. I'm blinded right now. I can't see shit. I'm realizing it's kind of cut off. Hold on, I'm sorry. Stella Faust screaming. You could see, I pointed at Stella Faust there. You could see it. You could see it well enough. Picasso. Sorgi. Accident. Let me hold on. I wish I could skip here a little bit. But yeah, anyways. I couldn't see shit here, just so you know. I couldn't see anything at all. Cute. We decided we would do like a... Hold on. Cute. Oh, you know, we're watching the clips now. All of us, we're watching the clips now. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like... What was she doing? She said, yeah, I'm gonna kick now. I guess I'm on the floor. Time to get back up. No thoughts, head empty. She's just doing God knows what. That kick. You like my kick? I can do a kick. I can do a pretty good kick. I love the little story clips. This is like my favorite thing from live shows. It's cute. If you see me guiding Pengi, no you don't. Neither of us knew what was going on. Cute. Lemon flavor, that's what it was. You could tell our positioning a little rough. Daijobu though, so cute. So cute. I was like, you have to play up the Australianness. And she was like, is that really going to be entertaining? And I said, yes, it will be. For Americans, you play up the Australianness, it'll be very entertaining. And so they did. SIvan also got videos of a lot of the other performers, but I'm gonna refrain from showing them just in case, because I don't know these people super well, so I don't wanna cross any boundaries or anything. You know what I mean? But yeah, Picasso. Anyways, so that was a lot of fun. That was like my major point of the weekend. I didn't know them either. That's okay. You could take videos. It's just because I'm going to be showing it in like a public setting, I guess. I don't know. Except Pengy. Shout out Pengy. What? I was certain you pointed at me. Maybe I did. Maybe I pointed at all of you collectively. You'll never know. I just saw Stella Fauzi's phone and I was like, this is my chance. You can dox me. You looked so nice in them. Are you sure? Hold on, I think that means I can show. Oh wait, Turnip. Is Turnip still here? Can I show Turnip's face? It's okay if not. I wanted to show the group photo because I thought the group photo was really cute, but I don't want anyone to be uncomfortable. I don't want anyone to be uncomfortable. I can crop people out. I can crop people out if I need to. I can do it. Ducks them as well. I give my consent. Is that how it works? Okay, well, here's me and SIvan. So cute. The badge blinding us. Blinding, but super cute. We were like, what poses do we do? And we just like defaulted to whatever this is. I don't know, but the vibes were fun. What poses do we do? I don't know. Whatever, man. This. This. Hold on. I'm actually just going to move this way. And then show the group photo without Turnip. And then if Turnip says it is Daijobu later, it'll be fine. But Turnip's on the end, so I think I can do this. Okay, yeah. There you go. We got all of the happies. Picasso! We got all the happies, and it's so nice. It made me so happy. I'm gonna print this out and put it in my scrapbook, by the way. I'm doing it. I love it, Picasso. Mind you, this was us like after performing, so we look a little crunchy, I would say. We look a little crunchy. This is like Mimi went on and did stuff and then did not brush her hair or tidy up in any capacity. We just did that. No, you didn't look crunchy at all. Thank you. I know my false eyelashes were falling off at some point, and someone pointed out to me, and I was like, oh my god. I'm sitting here talking to everybody with one of my eyelashes peeling. Bro. Luckily, it seemed like it stayed on during the actual show. Yes! It was so nice. The moment I learned "ai sukuni" could also be said as... Oh. How do you say that? Hold on. I see what you wrote. Hold on. Meaji Mimi. Is that Meaji Mimi? Is it Meaji Mimi maybe? Meiji Mimi? Yeah. Meiji Mimi is how you say it in, I guess, in Japanese. Meiji. Picasso. I like it, Picasso. Ice Cream was, I think, the most fun for me to perform because I wasn't fully blinded by the lights the whole time, and I had like some confidence in whatever I was doing. shout out Chi from actually shout out both the Cheery girls, but Chi and Rory. But shout out Chi for like teaching me backstage the like movements a little bit more for the I choreo, because I was like, I feel like everyone kind of knows it, and I'm like, I only like vaguely know it. And then also shout out Rory in general, because God, I love that woman. I will say, I feel like it's interesting because Chi and my friend Faye, my childhood bestie, they are very similar in a lot of ways. And then me and Rory are similar in a lot of ways. We're like two pairs of besties, just mimicking each other. It's very interesting. Like Rory and I are like the introvert ones, and then Faye and Chi are like the extrovert friends. Chi and Faye could be sisters for real. I totally see it. It's so fun and goofy. I love it. Picasso. Just holding the A. What's your favorite flavor? Mage Mimi. Oh, I see. Can you show the pic I made at 2 a.m. and posted in the Discord? Yes, I can. I thought that was so funny. You should tweet that so I can make it, retweet it, and put it publicly. But I really like that. Hold on. Was that in Fanworks? Yes. Hold on. Let me show you this lovely photo that SIvan made in what I can only assume is with the goal of expressing the emotions that he felt during the show. I think I put that into this folder. Here we go. This one. Hold on. Uncrop it. Here you go. This is SIvan's POV. I love it. Perfect description. I love it a lot. Thank you. This is gorgeous. The shading on it is also gorgeous. Hit me like a truck of mochiron. Oh! Oh god. Mochiron daisuki. Mage Mimi. Oh, I see it now. Yeah. Mochiron daisuki. Ice cream. Oh my god.
Go my throat. Foot. Ease foot.
Nice pose, thank you. I like it a lot. Anyway, yeah, so that was Saturday. And then Sunday, Marmalade had a panel, actually, which I think SIvan also took photos of. Now, fun fact, the laptop Marmalade was using for the panel, that was my brand new laptop that I bought for my work. There was one of the Layla stickers on it from Pink Willows, which I do have updates on. We'll get to that in a minute. But let me see if I could show one of these photos maybe from the panel. I'll pick one where I think she looks particularly cuteness. Okay, she looks particularly cuteness in all of them. That's great. So this is from Marmalade's panel. Now, I helped her set up, but then I had to book it because I had to set up Marmalade's like booth in the Idol Bazaar room and start selling her merch so that she could make some money for the con, because she did not really get to do that the night before, obviously, because her meet and greet was cut short. But yes, I'm sad I missed the panel because I heard it was really good. But luckily, Pengy was able to help her there. Pengy came in clutch and showed up on right at the perfect time to help Marmalade with that. And like some of her slides and everything, showing her like past work, like costumes she's sewn, things she's done. I guess making money. Her panel was about being an idol in Japan. Being like an overseas idol in Japan. She's so beautiful and so talented. Oh my god. I'm gonna keep glazing Marmalade for the rest of my life. And then I went to the room and I sold a bunch of merchandise, and then I took those if you wanted to send them to her. Yeah, I sent your whole folder in the group chat because I was like, oh my god, guys, guess what? So thank you. Mimi laptop put to use. Literally, I didn't even like turn it on prior to this. Like the days before, I was like, oh shit, I should probably set my laptop up so you can get to the internet. And that was all I did. I haven't even used it yet myself. I haven't even used it myself. But it was really nice. And then we sold merch in the merch hall, and it was really nice meeting everybody there. I do apologize again for anybody who was expecting me to be selling Mimi merch. I didn't communicate that I wasn't doing that. That's on me. I'm Shorty. I was just in Marmalade's booth. I was just running her booth and selling her stuff. That's all I was doing. No, I didn't do anything else. I'm Shorty. But it was still really nice and fun. And it's super worth it, I think. And fun fact, if you recognized on Marmalade's booth setup, the like plaid fabric from that one sewing stream I did that was like sewing a costume for under a $20 budget. If you recognize that fabric, it's because it was the same one. We took it from my house as a tablecloth. So, shout out to that. If you recognize that fabric, shout out to that. When did you pick up saying Sorgi? Ever since I saw that one Hatsune Miku video where she goes, Sorgi, accident. Ever since that, like a long while ago. I've been saying it a lot recently because everybody's always like, Mimi, stop apologizing for everything. And I'm like, sorry, I didn't mean to do it. But now I just keep saying, Sorgi, accident. Because it's like a less formal sorry. You know? Anyways. Blah, 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 blah. I took that making money pic specifically for you. I believe it. Oh boy. Step 1, get fabric from the thrift store. Exactly. Sorgi, my beloved. Me too. But yeah, and then so Sunday she had the panel and I set up the thing, and then that was basically the entire day. I ran the booth for the rest of the day until it was time to go, and then Marmalade did her panel and then showed up maybe like 45 minutes late, I guess. Not late, because she was everywhere she needed to be, like as scheduled by the con, but she showed up to the thing and then she was there for her like checky photos, which was her best seller for sure. Love checkies. I think next time I do a show, I'm gonna sell checkies, but I'm gonna do some like pre-deco checkies as well, so that you could just buy like a pre-decorated one, because that was one thing that I noticed a lot of people were like, oh, I don't really want to be in it, I just want a checky of you. And I'm like, you know what, like a one-of-a-kind thing of that. I feel like I could make some of those ahead of time and then still do the photos with people, but that's like the one thing, like I love checkies for cons, but it takes so long. At like a Bupon, it takes so much time to like take the checkies and then decorate them and stuff. And the lines get kind of crazy, but yeah, I think I don't know if the next show I'm doing will have like a merch thing, but if it does have like a Bupon meet and greet merch situation, I will make sure to put checkies on the list of things that I'm selling. I will make sure to put checkies on the list. If you don't know what checky is, that's like I think I just showed a picture of checkies. These, yeah. See, like the pre-decorated, like Polaroid things. Yeah. Those are checkies. Yeah, little Polaroid pictures, but they're like one of a kind. Is the whole appeal? You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, I've never bought a checky before. You know what? You could start now. I'm just kidding. And then on no, I'm sorry, I skipped part of the week. On Friday, actually, we went to the dealer's hall on Friday. And we walked around, well, not the dealer's hall, we went to the artist alley specifically. We went to the artist alley. And I bought some things. I saw a couple things where I was like, this is literally too perfect. Like at the, oh my god, what was their name? Oh, don't play that. What are we playing? Stop playing it. Why are we playing? There's nothing on the screen. Stop. Oh my god. Just start playing. Me when I close a video and it plays. I love Instagram. It's so well made. Sorry. Okay. Well, I forgot the name, but I think it's like Mako House. I want to find them. But one of my like mutuals who I didn't even realize it was them because I got so excited by the thing. No, not Maka House. That's a different artist. Okay, well, one of my mutuals had a booth at Otakon. And in the artist alley, and I didn't even realize it was them because I got so excited by this one product that they had for sale. It was a little satchel bag, like a canvas satchel bag that said orange marmalade. Mind you, marmalade is my friend's name that I was with this whole weekend. Orange is her idol color, okay? and it had like the perfect little like shaped white, like 4-petaled white flowers from her logo. It had the perfect flowers on it from that. And it had the like gingham, which she uses in a lot of things as part of her branding too. I was like, this is literally so perfect. I'm going to purchase it for you if you don't buy it right now. And then she ended up buying it because she was like, don't buy it for me, I'll buy it. But it was so perfect, and I was like, holy shit. And then I even said it to the person because I was like, low-key, this feels like it's so perfect. It had to have been made for her. I was like, I talked to the person behind the booth, which I don't think it was my mutual. I think it was like somebody running the booth for them. So maybe that's why they didn't know who the fuck I was or what was going on. But I was like, oh my god, this is just so perfect. Like, while they were like getting the bag and stuff, like I was like, this is just so perfect because, you know, like my friend is an idol and her name's Marmalade and her color's orange and like she's got the like gingham and everything. It's flawless. And they were just like, okay, sure. I think they were caught a little off guard by me just yapping like that, but it was really nice. Anyways, also what I bought for me, I bought this really cute, I don't have a picture of it, but I got this little bag buddy Espion from one of the booths. I forgot the name of the booth. I took a photo of it, but I can't get to that right now. But I'll show it to you at some point. But it was like a handmade little Espion plushie, kind of flat, that like dangles from your bag. And it was so fucking cute. And it was $50, and I said, I'm buying this. And I did. And I love him. He's my new best friend. And then also, there was a lot of whale shark merchandise in the Otakon Artist Alley. And I kept asking people, I was like, is there a reason we've got more and more, like there's so many whale sharks? And everybody was like, yeah, I just went to the Georgia Aquarium and saw the whale shark, and I was inspired. And I was like, oh my god, this is insane. That's where I saw the whale shark. So I bought a lot of whale shark things. Not a lot, I bought 2, but there were a ton. But I bought 2 of them. I want to show you this one in particular. It's from Pegushi. It says it on the back, so I could get that real quick. It's from Pegushi, but it's like a really reflective, shiny, like admit one ticket. And you know I love my like ticket merch, but like look at this. It's the whale shark. They had so many. I bought Marmalade a clownfish one. I don't know if I said this. I took Marmalade to the Georgia Aquarium because we were driving through Atlanta on our like flight there. It was like a stop flight for us. So we were in Atlanta anyway. So I was like, you know what? I'm taking you to this airport. On this airport, you're right. I'm taking you to this aquarium. And I hope you didn't go bankrupt. No, I didn't. I spent less than $100, which is still a lot, but not that bad. Actually, I think I only spent maybe like 70, which is still, I don't know, more than I should have spent, but whatever. I didn't do too bad. I think I only bought from 3 booths at the end of the day, which was that one, then my little Espion, and then I got like a little shark pin from another place, whale shark pin from another place. Or no, actually, I might have gotten the hammerhead actually from there because they had these cute little pins. Anyways, you get it. We went to the aquarium and there was so many children and it was like casino crazy, but I did vlog some of that as well. So we had a fun time for sure. I'm really happy I was able to take her there. We saw these otters that were like hugging stuff with their little feet above their heads. It was so cute. It was so fucking cute, bro. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Yes. So I got that. I'm gonna put that in my scrapbook once I print out more of these pictures from the past couple weeks. Gotta do a little Walgreens run or something. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, what was I saying? Sunday, after we finished everything, we went back to the hotel room and like changed out of our stuff and vibed. And then our whole group, so the Cheery Girls, Pengy, Faye, Kazuna, me, Marmalade, and then the Cheery Girls assistants, all of us went to the Smithsonian. This is when I took the Benadryl. Because while we were in the hotel room after everything on Sunday, was when I was like, oh my god, my allergies are so bad in this hotel room. Like, I was like, I can't see. My eyes are literally tearing up to the point where I'm like in here, like I can't actually see anything. So I took a Benadryl, and I didn't read it. All I did was, because I've had Benadryl before, so I was like, oh, I know I won't have any adverse reaction to it or anything, but it was usually just in my house. I read one for an adult, one pill per an adult, every 4 to 6 hours. And I didn't read the part that says, will make you drowsy. I did not read that. So we got to the Smithsonian, and I'm like, guys, I think I need to sit down. I'm not feeling I feel like I'm about to pass out. And then I forgot who it was. It might have been Cosmo, but somebody said like, yeah, that'll do it. Benadryl will do that to you. And I was like, oh, oops. Mind you, I was eating on an empty stomach at this point because we were going to go out for dinner after this. So, yes. But I went to the Smithsonian. We saw like the art parts. We didn't go, unfortunately, through the whole thing. I really wish we could have seen more. I didn't even see anything. We just did like the Art of America area. Like that was the only part we saw. But it went from me being like, oh, I'm a little sleepy, to me like straight up being like, my eyes are like laser focused on only what is in front of me and nothing else exists. I was like moving in slow motion. It got to the point where Marmalade was literally like holding me by the arm and walking me through like, okay, no falling on the floor in public, sweetheart. And I was like, I'm sorry. Benadryl's a last resort because it will knock you the fuck out no matter who you are. I didn't know. I would have rather just been a little sniffly. Because honestly, like, that building wasn't that bad for allergies. It was just like, you know, I was just a little sniffly anyways. And then we went to this one bit where Rory was really excited to show us. There was like this exhibit of this guy. I forgot his name. But this guy who, I think he was having some sort of a mental break issue situation. But he made, and listen, I'm recounting this from when I was like half with it, so pardon my lack of details. But he made like trash sculptures, like sculptures out of trash, that were like thrones and crowns and podiums and things like that. Because he said like the gods are gonna come back down or something, and they're gonna need that. I don't know. And it was made out of like cardboards and tinfoils and bottle caps and things like that he found in the garbage. And then apparently he passed away at some point, and he had it all in like a storage thing. And then somebody bought the storage thing and opened it and was like, oh, because it was huge. I'll put this in the vlog in case you want to see videos later. And I was just hearing about this and looking at the thing, and it was saying like, it had like little phrases and its own language and stuff. And I was just like, whoa. And then I was sitting down like swaying at some point, according to Pengy. And Pengy and Marmalade like stayed back a bit, and then they would trade off, and then the Cheery Girls would stay back a bit with me, and then they'd trade off, and then Kazuna and Faye would stay back a bit with me, and then I was just like, uh-huh, yeah, I see it. And then after that, we had plans to go to karaoke. We like booked a karaoke room, okay? And we were getting dinner at the karaoke place, which is why I didn't eat. And then we went to the karaoke room, and I got some food, and I sat down, I think maybe like 30 minutes in, maybe 40 minutes in, something like that, I don't even know. I had like a snap, and I was like, oh my god, I'm conscious again. And it was like right after we ate, so I think my bloodstream regulated itself or something. But I had like a moment where I was like, holy shit, I'm actually awake. The Benadryl is gone. 6 hours have passed. She has nothing on me anymore. You locked the fuck in out of nowhere. I know, because I was like, yeah, karaoke. And then at some point I was like, ha! I'm awake. And then we sung My Little Pony songs, and Annie songs, and normal songs, and meme songs. It was a huge mix. It was really nice. Did you take another one? Hell no, I didn't take another one. Except later that night, because we were sleeping in the hotel room one more night, Marmalade and me, and we were like, we should probably both take a Benadryl just in case while we slept. So we both took one right before we slept, and then Marmalade was like, how the fuck were you walking around like this? Because we were just like yapping a bit in bed before we slept. And she was like, how are you like out in the world like this? I feel like there's spirals in my vision. And I was like, yeah, I had that too. And then we went to sleep. And I think it did help a bit for the next day, which is good. But still. Anyways, chaos. But the food was really good. I got these little chicken skewers and I got fried rice. And then I got this little chocolate cake thing that had like mousse on it. God damn, that thing was so fucking good. And apparently, this was like before I locked in. I ordered the like chocolate thing. I think it was anyway. I don't remember. I ordered the chocolate thing. And I was eating it, and then I sung a song, and I sat back down to eat it. But mind you, someone else also, Kazuna and Faye, also ordered the chocolate cake. And I was like, oh, I put it down on the table next to where I put my food and my drinks from like previous in the night, which was like the corner, right? And then we kept like shuffling around seats quite a bit. But I sung a song, and I sat back down, and I picked up the cake. And nobody stopped me. And I just started eating the cake that was in front of me. Because I was like, yeah, I like cake. Turns out I ate the other cake. And I started eating Kazuna and Hope's cake instead of my cake. And... God damn it, man. Anyways, so then they ate the rest of my cake. But I felt bad. Nobody stopped me. I just kept eating it. And then Marmalade pointed it out. She was like, why are you eating their cake? And then Kazuna was like, it's fine. And I was like, you knew and you didn't stop me. You knew that I was just eating somebody else, your cake, and you were just like, just let it happen. God, oh my God, I'm so sorry. That's so embarrassing. I'm such a chud, man. I'm such a hungry fucking chud. But it was so good. It was so good. They must have been scared to get bitten, maybe. Maybe. We didn't stop you because who cares, bro? Your family. I mean, I guess so, but still. What? I don't even know if, like, what if you had, like, more cake left than I did? I just grabbed the one that I saw and was like, I'm gonna keep eating this. It was so damn good. That cake was so good. Bro, I want another one so bad. I think the closest that you can get to that cake, like, here is, like, I think Olive Garden has something similar in their cakes. Loki might roll up to Olive Garden just for some breadsticks and cake. Can I do that? Think I'm allowed to do that? Because Olive Garden's food has gone down quite a bit. What if I roll up and I'm like, I want the breadsticks, the salad, and the cake. That's all that I want. I don't care. I would have ordered you a third. Oh my God. I wish I could have eaten a third, bro. Oh my God, but it was all so good. Never stop someone eating cake. That's fair, I guess. But if it's your cake, then what? I would have stopped somebody if they was eating my cake. I would have been like, that's my goddamn cake. I don't know, but it was really good. Anyways, I really need to expose Marmalade to Olive Garden breadsticks. That is so true. I kept joking with Marmalade that we should take her to Outback, like Steakhouse. We did not go to Outback Steakhouse. But she was like, you have a... Why would, like, you have what? And I was like, the Outback. She was like, you have an Outback here? And I was like, yeah, a restaurant. She was like, oh, because I think she thought I meant, like, an actual Outback. I don't know. Anyways, it was interesting. So then we did karaoke, and it was really fun. I'm sure I'll put some karaoke videos in my vlog. Whether or not I blur them is to be seen. And then... Rory, Faye, and I sung a lot of My Little Pony songs. And nobody else in the room knew what the fuck was happening, but we were like, we sung This Day Aria, we sung A True, True Friend, and we sung the negative song before A True Friend from the Twilight Becoming a Princess special, that song. Yeah. And then I did some K-pop Demon Hunter songs because I remembered that I could. with Faye, I think for the most part. We did Your Idol, How It's Done, and Golden. Yeah. Stop the Bats. Bro, Stop the Bats is a banger. We were talking about singing that one, but we were like, we can only expose everyone else in this room to so many My Little Pony songs. Cutie Mark song. That's what my cutie Mark is telling me. That one. Yeah. Yeah, Picasso. But yeah, it was really nice. It was such a fun time. We got to watch Marmalade sing like a very Gap Moe song for her, like a very like emo type song. I forgot what it was, but it was really fun. And then I got to cover Let It Go with Pengy. It was a life-changing experience. That was so funny. That was so funny. Yeah, there was Disney involved too. We did a full room. We don't talk about Bruno. That was vibes. That was vibes. I think I did. Oh, what was his name? The guy who was married to the Stormy lady. I did his parts with Pengy as the Stormy lady. And then I don't know. Something like that. Anyways, Picasso. It was really nice. It was really fun. That's all you need to know. Oh, and then I did in the like final bits where everybody's like singing over each other. I was doing the 7-foot frame, right so long his back. That I was doing that. It was real fun. Picasso, I like it a lot. And I had a really fun time. And then the next day, our whole group got together because we were for the most part flying out from the same places, but we like hung out because we were like, oh, we'll get food together. And then because everybody was flying out on Monday, we'll get food together and stuff and things and yada yada yada. Poor Pengy. I guess she booked her flight too late because I think she forgot to book it beforehand, or maybe she didn't have time, something like that. But she ended up flying out of Baltimore, which is like an hour and a half away from DC where we were. Unfortunately, my poor Queenie. And she like rolled up. I don't know if I said this yet. Pengy rolled up wearing all of her clothes with a backpack because that was like all you were allowed to do. And I think it was like Frontier or whatever that one airline is that only allows you that and no carry-ons. So she was like, I'm wearing all of my clothes and I have my my thing. It was so funny. I'm sorry. I don't want to laugh at her, but it was so funny. She's so goofy. And then she was like layering up on Monday and we were like, okay, you're gonna wear your 47 pairs of clothes. Oh my god. But yeah, Monday was when we went to the like garden thing, but we were only there for like not very long because not only was there a really mean lady who was just yelling at us, even though we weren't even doing anything. We were just dressed, like a couple of us were dressed nicely. And she was like, no photos here. And I was like, damn girl, we're not even taking photos, but okay. Damn girl. But then, we were outside, and while we were outside, everybody got bitten to hell and back by mosquitoes. The mosquito bites are still bothering me bad. Yeah, me too. Me too, unfortunately. But yeah, the mosquitoes bit us up, so we were like, fuck it, and we were like, we're going back to the hotel. So we went back to the hotel, because that's where we had our bags being held anyway. And I never went to the Airbnb, but apparently it was nice. Also, apparently it was very close to this other landmark in DC, which we just found out about, which is like the Barbie house. Basically, there's like a house kind of nearby the convention center where there's this like just like a fuck ton of Barbies like buried in the lawn and like attached to the lawn, and then like they change the theme every now and then. So while we were there, I didn't get to see it, but the Cheerio girls went and took a video for us. It was like a Odyssey theme, I think. It was crazy. Marmalade calls them mozzies. Mosquitoes called them mozzies. That's cute. Yeah, but there are way too many of them. Way too many mosquitoes. So we're like, fuck this. We're out of here. Nobody want us here. Ain't nobody want us here. So we just left. And then, ooh, and then, we just went to the hotel and kind of hung out for a bit. We ate at some point that day too. We had Yard House. Yeah, we went back to the Yard House that day. Yeah. That might be what we did in between the two things. But yeah, it was nice, and it was lovely, and Picasso, and hanging out with everybody was so nice, and everyone is so beautiful and sweetness. And then we went to the airport. Well, Pengi went to the Baltimore airport, and then Faye and Cosno went to, like, I think the train station, and then the rest of us, so me, Marmalade, and the Cheerio Girls and their assistants went to, shout out to the Cheerio Girls assistants, by the way. I'm not going to call them by name or anything, because I don't know if they're, like, public like that. But they were really helpful. They were really, really helpful. Like, holy shit. 10 out of 10. Oh my god. So helpful. Anyways. Yum, 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 yum. Guys, Pengi Time ordered a singular Coca-Cola from McDonald's on DoorDash at 2 a.m. I just wanted to share. She really wanted her Coke, the poor thing. By the way, the $22 grilled cheese that me and Stella shared was amazing. Good, I'm glad you liked it. Oh my god, $22. I'm glad it was good, though. Grilled cheese is an underrated delicacy for real. But yeah, we went to the airport, and then we all flew out more or less at the same time, but we had a lot of time to spare. I was flying out kind of quickly, but we were able to eat Five Guys before we separated. And then my eardrums burst on the plane. So, that wasn't nice. And by the time I got home, it was like 10 p.m. By the time I got home, it was like 10 p.m. And I went to sleep, and then I woke up the next morning, and it just sounded like... Actually, no, I didn't go to sleep. Sorry. I went home, and then Faye FaceTimed me. Sorry, I need to clear my nose again. I'm sure I can't speak. Whew. Anyway, Faye FaceTimed me, and I was like... I was like, I want to answer because I couldn't sleep because I was in so much pain. And I was like crying, and I was talking to Faye, and I was like, my fucking ears hurt so bad. And I had to turn her volume all the way up to max and hold it up kind of close to my head to hear her, which is insane because I usually only have things up on like the first volume. I like things to be pretty quiet most of the time. And there was no rest. And honestly, like every day was just like a little bit better than the last day. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to the ENT, so they're supposedly gonna fix me. They're gonna remove the fluid from my ears, because apparently I have blood and fluid in my ears, according to the doctor. So, they're gonna fix me, hopefully, maybe. It's one of those things that takes a couple weeks to heal, from what I understand, but it's not like permanent or anything, thank God. But yeah, oh, that's what I was gonna say earlier. This whole thing of me, like, being unable to hear stuff, especially, like, the first 2 days was really bad. Like, it made me understand my dad a lot more, because my dad has Meniere's disease as well as MS. So his hearing is just no good. He's completely deaf in one ear, and then the other ear is, like, he's only got, like, I think 40% hearing in it. And, like, I would ask my mom to, like, enunciate when she was trying to talk to me. But then she would just, I guess, forget. So she would just start talking normal. And I'd be like, I cannot hear you. I'm going to need you to enunciate. And then she would just start yelling at the same speed. And I would be like, Mother, this doesn't help. It's fine. Daijoubu dayo. Meniere's is terrible. Yeah, it's okay. He's had it for a long while, so it's nothing he's not used to. He's fine. Well, he's not fine, but it's fine. And then but yeah, so it made me like have a newfound understanding for him. So I'm gonna call him and be like, I understand you now. I gotta do that when I can actually hear him though on the phone. Not that I can't hear now, I can. It's just still kind of muffly. Still a bit muffly, and I don't love that. So yeah. Yeah, so we'll see. I'm going tomorrow, so everything might be fine. Maybe, hopefully, kind of, sort of. Metro Copper, did I even say hi to you yet, by the way? Hi. Yes. Me when I ask a local the exact same thing in English, but louder the second time. Yeah. Okay, so I think that was most of what I wanted to say. I'm sure I'm forgetting something that I'll end up bringing up at some point. I do want to give you guys a manga update, okay? We're actually going to get the cat cam out again for this one. Hold on. I want to give you a manga update. I actually decided to go ahead with the groundwood paper, despite me saying I really wanted to see the white, because I like the white paper, white 50 specifically, because I was like, oops, I was like, I feel like the, oh, I have all of the freebies too, or the bonuses, I guess, not freebies, but I have all of it now. But I was like, I have all the stuff, and, I was looking at it. Hold on, sorry, I have like multiple thoughts going on in my head. So we've got both of these two books. Technically, I have this one too. This was the first draft, which the pages were backwards, so I had to get a new draft. This is the second draft, and then this was the third one. But I ended up going with the second as the final. There's a couple minor alterations, but you know what I mean. Because I think this looks and feels better for manga than this does. I'll show you why. I don't know if you'll be able to see in this lighting. It's kind of dark in here. But this is the final one, basically. Ignore the strip down here. That's not supposed to be there. But you can see, like, the darks are kind of dark, but it's, like, a little, like, washed. You know what I mean? And the paper is, like, cream. This is basically what Japanese tankobon, which is like compiled books of manga from like serialization. Oh my god, my nose broke.
Ugh.
And then this one uses white 50 paper, which like, let me like show you, like, you can't really tell in this lighting, but it looks more like just straight up printer paper. So like, yes, the black ink is different, but the print quality is actually worse. On like screen tones that are super thin, it kind of blends together. And thin lines also kind of just like get lost in the void a bit. And I was like, I know the print is like darker, but it looks worse and it feels worse. So I just don't like it as much. So I mean, I'm glad I tried it, but we're gonna go with this one for the final. It's like thicker, it feels more like manga. It reads nicer, and you can see all of the details more so in the art, which I think is more useful. Your cam is worse quality, methinks. Yeah, it probably is. Probably is, to be honest. Can't see Shisa. Can't see Shisa balls. That's okay. I posted a closer up picture of it on my Instagram story the other day if you want to see that, but I don't know. You can see, like, it just looks better with this. So we're going with this as the final. I did already start, oh, hold on. I do want to show you something else. I already started the process of getting it available in bookstores. So we just have a couple more days to wait on that. I think depending on the store, it might be a couple weeks, but I'll keep you updated on that. But I got all the freebies. So we got the bookmark. Okay. With the bookmark, it is double-sided. Same art, glossy both sides. Has the cute little tassel with the bead. The actual book. Then we've got the sticker sheet. They're vinyl stickers. They're really good quality. Nice and shiny. This is the one I put on my laptop. And then it's got like her siblings, her and Gale. Two of just her, one with her weapon and just one with her like the little butterflies. And then it's Cairo and Gale. And then her little gems, Gale's mask, Cairo's little pin from when he was younger, and then the little apple guy, which you've seen quite a bit stuff of. Bye, Mimi. Bye, Julie. Thank you so much for coming. See you soon. And then the keychain. I have this. It's double-sided keychainness. Wait. Shorty. It's got like a cute little Sakura, like, band to it. It's got the crystal cut edges too, so it looks really pretty in the light. Granted, there's no light down here right now. I'm so sorry. But it looks really nice in the light. It's got the little like flower like band or band clippy on it. Real cute. And then I got the prints. They're just one-sided prints, but they're very nice quality. I know you can't tell from this cat cam, but the quality is real nice. So this is what you get when you order the book from me, as opposed to the bookstore. I will be opening my pre-orders very soon. I think perhaps this week, next week type situation. I will be opening them very soon. So this is everything that you get in that. The stickers, the print, the keychain, the bookmark, and the book. And I will sign the book. I think I left I left for my own reference, like, these blank pages here. There was only supposed to be one in this book. I don't know why there's, like, this extra one in this book. I don't think that's going to be in the final. But I left this page specifically, like, I could sign with the chibi. You know what I mean? On that page. I don't know why this one has so many blank pages in the front, but hey, you know what? Collect your signatures from whatever ends up happening in there if you'd like. Who knows? But yes, very nice. Picasso. Everything is together. It'll all fit super nicely and stuff. I'm happy with the quality of the new one. I ordered one more proof with the last final changes because they said that they were gonna make sure that the prints for my book are, like, I forgot the wording they used. Close print, I think. Basically, so that the ink quality will be better. That's the TLDR. So I ordered one more just to make sure everything was hunky-dory and fine on that Picasso. Do you know if it'll be out before the next time Girly Pop and I see you in person? Absolutely, yeah. I think at this point, it should be orderable to bookstores within the next 2 weeks. Probably less than that. I'm gonna say 2 weeks because, like, I don't know. It said 3 weeks for some bookstores, so we'll see. I'm gonna hold off on actually announcing that, like, proper on social media until I go to a bookstore and they're able to order it. But for the ones that I'm gonna be shipping out with the merch bundle and everything, the 150 ones, I'm probably going to open pre-orders for that, like, this week. Because I have everything. Honestly, I'm probably going to open them the millisecond I'm holding the proof in my hand, and I'm like, yep, solid, like it. But at this point, I think I know everything about the proof, so it should be fine either way. So that's probably going to be a this week thing. In fact, I'm going to see if I can get you an exact date right now. I'm going to check. Hold on. Countdown stream until you open pre-orders? Maybe. And if I sell the 150 copies on my store, oh my god, I forgot to tell you, sorry. The first 150 copies that I'm selling are special, okay? They're gonna say, and you can get the special version in the same time frame very soon from bookstores, but I can't guarantee that it'll always be available at bookstores. But they're first editions, basically, and it has, like, on it a little first edition, like, sticker on the front. It's not a sticker, it's, like, printed on there, but hold on, I'll see if I can show it to you. But, like, yeah, basically all of the books that will be for sale for the next roughly, like, maybe till the end of the year. I don't know. We'll see. They're going to be special, like, first edition books. And then I'm going to submit to change it to just the normal cover without the first edition on it shortly after. So I'll let you know when I do that. But if you want to be all special, you can get the first edition copy. The inside is entirely the same. The only difference is the cover says first edition on it. Has this little sticker on it. This little sticker on it. In the bottom corner, you'll see this first edition. Yeah. What was the price again? I shall show you. This is what I decided to go with. I know some of you are gonna be like, Mimi, you're undercharging, but listen, I want people to buy it. This is what I decided to go with for my manga. So for everything I just showed you, the keychain, the postcard, the bookmark, the stickers, and the book, $35. And then, if you want it signed, I'm thinking maybe we'll do 40, but I don't know because I was just going to do it signed as is anyway. I don't know. I was debating that. That's crazy. I feel like 40 feels like too much. But I don't know. Like for a story you haven't read yet. Like if it was something you do already like, maybe, but I don't know. So I think I'm going to stick with 35. At least you didn't drop it. No, I'm not going to drop it. 35 is the lowest I'll go, but yeah, I think this is fine. If I can sell 150 copies at this price, then maybe I'll do something else. I'll have like another edition with different merchandise or something that I'll sell afterwards, maybe. Or something. I don't know. I do make more of a profit if you buy it from me. I will say that. Unfortunately, I can't guarantee you that shipping is not going to be a bitch. Domestic shipping's probably fine, but international shipping might be a bitch. I will be offering international shipping though. You can get that, but if you don't have the money for all that, you could just go to your local bookstore. I made sure it was available in pretty much every country that I've heard you guys say you're from. So, yeah. I'll make sure the listing when it does go up has all the proper information on there. But yeah. I'm only selling 150 copies at first. I don't think I'm going to sell them out, but just in case, telling you that now. Comes with all of this Picasso. Poland, yes, I think. Actually, maybe I need to add Poland. Hold on. I'll do that right now. I'll read you the international list. I might have to add Poland, though. And then I have to get the date. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. International shipping from US is rough. Yeah, right now it really is. Unfortunately. That's also, I heard, that apparently if you ordered my Happy and it's international shipping, there's some issues with it right now. It's outside of the Kaigai Imports control. It's like an administration thing, but hopefully it won't be that bad. I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've got Australia, Canada, the European Union, the UK, the US, and then like a shit ton of other like countries. Basically all of Asia. Where was this? I will add Poland. Hold on. Just gotta find it. I forgot what screen it was on.
Wow. Magicy. Hi, sweetness.
It's crazy. Belgium, Britain, Japan arrives fine, but US exports are always riddled with issues. Yeah. I'm sorry. Hopefully that won't be a problem in a couple years when we get a different president.
Magicy.
Yeah. If you got the entire EU as a region. I do have the entire EU as a region. Yeah. Yes. Picasso. Okay. You're absolutely gonna sell every copy. I don't know. I hope so. Let me check and see when I'm gonna be getting this proof so I can tell you when I'm gonna open orders. I'm saying I don't think you need to worry about it. I will say I'm a little like wary of letting anybody purchase like an absurd amount of copies. I think like a small amount is fine, but I don't know. I want to make sure everybody can get one. Yeah. Let's see. Tracking not yet available. Okay, so we probably have like another like week, give or take. Another week, give or take, before then. Yeah. Oh, I have another update. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. But yeah, my manga is hopefully going to be for sale starting in like a week or two. That's basically the gist. That's basically all you need to know now. When it is able to be bought in store, I will be making TikToks and shit about that. So, look forward to that. Don't worry, I will not be touching any books if I have a potential sickness. I will not be touching that. It's going to take a while for them to print 150 books and send them to me anyway. That's why it counts as a pre-order. Anyways, my other news is, I believe tomorrow the Divine music video will be done. So you'll probably have the Divine music video in a week too. I saw like the previews for it, and then I was like, oh, can we make some small alterations? And then they were like, would it be okay if we added more time? And I was like, absolutely. So yes, I think hopefully in something like a week you'll have that. I want to make sure for the Divine music video that I can like lead up to it and like advertise it a little bit more. Because I did not advertise in vain at all, and it did not do very well because of that, so I've got to try and advertise. Okay. I've got to try and advertise. So something like a week, you'll probably have that. But it looks really cute, so Picasso. Picasso. Yes. I'm about to pick up our mutual love from work. Do you have any messages for her? Just say that I said, but do it really obnoxiously like that. Thank you. I was holding myself from hearing Divine until the MV, but now I listen to it and I can't stop listening to it. Oh, thank you, SIvan. Thank you. I will also say, actually, Phoebe, again, not me shilling Phoebe again, but she actually inspired me, I feel like, to be more comfortable singing songs live that I've already performed live. I don't know why I've always had this like stigma where it's like, no, every live show has to be a new thing. But I'm like, it's just not really realistic to do that every time. You know what I mean? I'd like for it to not be the exact same every time, but I'm maybe gonna sing, maybe Divine, I don't know. I'll sing something maybe live at my next show, because I have like a decently long set list, so maybe I'll sing In Vain and Divine. Who knows? Who knows? I'm gonna try and get Wannabe done in time for that, but who knows if that'll actually happen. Who knows if that'll actually happen? We'll see. Yum, yum. But yeah, so, yeah. You should sing a song already out so Bozus can sing along. Yeah, exactly. That's the point, because, like, Phoebe was singing her songs, and, like, everybody was, like, singing along with them, and it's, like, so emotional and so good. Picasso was like, wow, maybe this is allowed. Maybe this is allowed. Who knows? Yeah, we'll see. Much more exciting when you know the lyrics. Really interesting. But yeah. So we'll see what happens with that. I also have my marmalade keychain that I did not purchase. I stole. Just kidding. It was compensation for working her booth. But I stole it. But yeah, Picasso. It was really nice. I had a really good time. This entire week, I've mostly just been, like, sleeping and then going to the doctor and then sleeping again. And then also, oh my god, I didn't tell you guys, sorry. As soon as I got home, my mom was like, oh, okay, and mind you, I showered Sunday night. Sunday night was the last time I showered. After Otakon. I showered Sunday night, okay? Then we were out and about on Monday, got on a plane, was in an airport, okay, got home, and then I was not allowed to shower because I remember I told you guys my plumbing was fucked up, so my shower flooded back when we moved in, like literally the first week we moved in. And they had like temporary fixes and like things for it until now, but they just like dug up the yard and actually like proper fixed it both on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I could not shower any of those days because there was no, it wasn't possible. So then I was like, okay, Thursday night, I'm showering. I went to shower, the water never heated up. Because you know what happened? Our water heater broke. So I showered really cold. and I hated it, but at least I showered, because I was like, if I don't shower, it was disgusting. But I don't know. I showered cold and I hated it. So it was a really quick shower. It wasn't like a good shower. And mind you, I'm not feeling great, so I'm like, this isn't helping at all. I feel disgusting. So then they came the next day. You could have boiled water for a shower? I don't think it worked like that. Not in my house. Anyways, me when I pour boiling water on me, and I'd say, yeah, it's like showering. I don't know about that. Anyways, then they luckily came out the next day to fix the water heater. It was like a temporary fix. But long story short, we need to buy a new water heater also. So that's great. Go to the gym, shower, and wear sandals. I wear sandals every time I shower, even in my own house. Well, actually, not in my own house anymore because I have like a bamboo thing, but the YMCA scarred me as a kid. It was so gross. Every time I shower anywhere, I'm wearing something on my feet because I hate it. Anyway, yeah, but I don't have a gym membership, so I had like no gym to go to. You know what I mean? And even if I did, I can't afford that shit. Anyways, so I was able to take a hot shower yesterday also as well. And then, yeah, we just have to be really careful till they can replace our hot water heater in like a month. So, look forward to that. Yeah, that's great. I was just extraordinarily stinky, which was really not good. I mean, it's not like I didn't clean myself. I used like a washcloth and wiped myself down with like soap on it and all. It's not the same. It's not the same. Plus, I couldn't really wash my hair proper, which was really like not the vibes. But anyways, I'm showered now, so that's a win. Yeah, wasn't great. Yeah. So that's what I came home to, and that was really nice. And then Monty Bagel, oh my god, she rolled up to my house literally the day after I landed, and my ears were like fucked up and everything. She rolled up to my house with her cat, and she was like, so what you're saying is Mimi was smelly. I mean, I don't think I was actually actively smelly. I was still wearing like deodorant and like perfume and stuff, but I was unbathed in my own home for a few days, not interacting with anybody. What was I gonna say? Oh, Monty Bagel rolled up. Monty Bagel rolled up with her cat covered in piss because he peed on himself in the car, the poor guy. And then we only spent like 2 hours together before she had to go to the airport. And then she left, and now I have her cat. And he's not very the poor guy. He's like, where's my mother? Who are you? But I put his mother on the TV. She's on the TV in there right now. I just played some of her VODs. So I think it comforts him a bit. But he hasn't been eating his food, so I might have to take little man to the vet. We'll see. That girl's always on the mood. You're telling me. Anyways, so I have her cat here also as well. And she saw me, and like she saw me, and her first thought was, "Damn, girl, you look tired." And I was like, "Yeah." So, yeah, that was interesting. But it's fine. Everything's fine. And then, yeah. Now we're here. And before anyone yells at me for being an overworker, I took 2 days off, okay? I didn't work for 2 days. I played Heartopia, napped, and just kind of did jack shit for like 2 days straight. Okay, and then I took it easy one day, so I only worked for a bit of the day. And then I actually worked yesterday, so you know. Yeah. I did some working, and that's okay, you know. Daijoubu da yo. And then, yeah. You took 2 days and 2 rot days and rotted, yeah. I bed rotted for 2 days. Low key, that is true. 2 whole days? A regular weekend? What a luxury. Okay. When you say it like that, it doesn't sound very great. But I felt very guilty because I was sitting here like, I have a client right now who I have to do something for. I ended up doing it yesterday, which is good, but still. Or no, the day, no, yesterday, something like that. I don't know. This whole week blended together. I feel like I just flew back in yesterday. This whole week doesn't feel like it existed. Anyways, yeah. So, somebody's banging upstairs. Who's banging? Anyways, yeah. So I took a break, and then it was really nice, and I relaxed, and then, I gotta get back to work again after this, so, yeah. But I had a good time. The performance was fun. I'm excited to perform again. I'm gonna do another solo stage. My next live is a solo stage for me. Okay, it's like part of an idol festival situation, but I will be the only one on stage this time. I think I will be selling merch, but don't quote me on that, okay? I think I will. That's just me and your mom. Damn, can't even say hi before you go banging. Crazy. Oh my god. Okay, anyway. Sorry, I just remembered something else. SIvan was like, guess who I am. Or, sorry, no, Stellafaz told me that SIvan was gonna have me guess who he was without saying who he was. He was just like, there's someone else here and they won't let me tell you who they are. They want you to guess. And I was like, I know that SIvan said he was coming, so it's probably him. But then I was like, you know how insane it would be if it was just the best? And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to fucking Washington, D.C. of all places. And then Stellafaz and I were joking about it. We were like, yeah, there's no way that was ever gonna happen. That's how I knew that it was SIvan. Stellafaz ruined it. Stellafaz didn't tell me who you were. It was just kind of obvious because who I knew you were going. And I didn't know what you looked like yet. So I was like, it must be. You know? Hi, Lemonator. I'm a rebel and you can't stop me. I think I will be selling merch. I don't know. Okay, listen, I don't know. Also, I think what I'm going to do, instead of ordering only 150 books, I'm probably going to order closer to like 175 maybe. Because I wanted to give some... Sorry, oh my god. I wanted to give some away to people who can help me advertise it. Like, oh my god, hold on, sorry. Oh my god. It's fine, everything's fine. Anyway. It's fine. Well, I'm sorry. Everything's fine. Everything is fine in the world. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I recovered. Water dozo. I have 2 bottles. I'm almost through my first one.
Why?
Anyway, so as I was saying, I think I'm gonna bring a couple to sell at things like my Boupons. Be like, I made a manga, by the way, so people could be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And then I wanted to give away a couple to people who might be able to advertise it for me to other manga enjoyers, other manga collectors and such and things. So we'll see. I'll probably order more than that. I will say, as of right now, I'm like projected to make like extremely little profit on just the 150 copies. Maybe I should get more so I can sell them without the book. I'm sorry, without the merch. Just the book. What the fuck? Just the book, not the merch.
Maybe I can offer that. Because I can buy like maybe like 200 then or something. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, the more I buy now, the less... I mean, the more I have to sell, I suppose. I don't know, whatever. I'll figure it out. I won't be able to bring like a shit ton of them with me to events, but I can bring a decent amount. I don't see myself selling more than like 10 at an event or something, so it's fine. At least you have other streams of revenue. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I'm just hoping that at least the manga will pay for itself. At least that. Yeah. Ah, selling the book without the book. Hold on there.
Selling the book without the merch is what I meant. I just my brain and then it didn't work and then oh.
なるほどね. Right. Anyway, yeah. So, I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll see. I'm hopefully gonna have more information to you guys about the show that I'm gonna do kind of soon. Hoping to have some time for you guys to like book it if you want to have to like fly in or anything, but we'll see. I know it's already kind of pushing it. But we'll see. Start selling checkies to make up. That's true. I can do that. I'll sell pre-decos if nothing else. Yeah.
Okay.
I need food real bad, and I should probably rest my voice for the rest of the day. So I hope it's not the one weekend I have a work conference. SIvan, I literally told you when it is. I literally told you when it was. Why are you saying that like you don't really know when it is? Yes. Anyway, Mimi has beef. I told my mom because she was gonna go to the store because I didn't have any groceries to eat. So I was like, "Can you pick me up some like beef so I can cook something?" And she came back with like a steak, and I was like, I realized that this is beef, but that's not quite what I was talking about. I was talking about, you know, like the ground beef so I could cook it in portions. I forgot again. I was too delirious and too excited when I saw you. Right. Okay, no worries. It's tomorrow. Yeah, no, it's not tomorrow. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the, like, date publicly, so I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. And hopefully everything will be fine with that. I lost 2 pounds and gained blisters that weekend. Okay. I mean, that might be partially a good thing and then partially a bad thing. So, good for you. And also, I'm sorry that happened. But yeah, I don't know. I like it a lot. It was a good time. A little stressful, but very good. Yeah. So thank you guys for listening to me yap. We will do more streams this coming week. Like I said, I have a doctor's appointment, and then I think I have like a couple appointments this week. We'll see. I'll stream when I can this week. Hopefully it'll be fine. I'm probably gonna have like my fucked up voice for a couple more streams, because it's supposed to take a couple weeks to heal, so. Oh, sorry, the ears is supposed to take a couple weeks to heal. I don't know about my voice. My voice is better than it was. We'll see. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine. Anyways, I'll be seeing you. Soon. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. I'm so sorry for taking so much time off. Hopefully you'll have the Divine Music video, the manga available for purchase, and the vlog all like this month. So that'll be nice. Triple whammy. Okay. Thank you. I'll be seeing you too. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, I'll be seeing you. Take care of your health. I will. Don't worry. I'm gonna go cook those steaks before they go bad. Suteki. Also, Marmalade said that I was a good cook.
I cooked for Marmalade twice. We had salmon over rice with veggies, and we also had steak with French fries. And Marmalade said I was a good cook twice, so suck on those words.
Okay. Bye, guys. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And
Stay frosty. Wink.
bye-bye. By Lemonator, by Thor, by Rugen, by The Best, by Shaolin, by Metro Copper, by ISD, by Space Knight, by Heaven Hoshi, by SIvan. Thank you guys again. By Thor. Thank you guys again for being so patient with me. You'll see more of me swiftly. You'll see more of me swiftly. I don't have any more travel plans. Except for I do have a wedding I'm going to in October, but that's probably only going to be like a weekend away, which is not too abnormal for me. So that'll be fine. That'll be fine. You'll see more of me. Don't worry about it. Okay. Goodbye, goodbye. For now, for now. Ciao for now, and also HI BOZUS, and also mwah, 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 mwah. 2 weeks of no Mimi stream was crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Accident. I didn't mean to do it. Okay. Goodbye, bye for now, BOZUS. Goodbye, BOZUS. I'll see you. Goodbye, bye. Goodbye, bye. Wah! Wah! Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Oh, the music is muted over here. Does that work? Does that work? Okay. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Goodbye. Thanks for coming.